This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego. Only on WTOP.
On a chilly Saturday evening in Oswego, the SUNY regular season comes to a close as the Lakers host the Cortland Red Dragons. Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside Alex Netzer and Michelle Smith. Guys, you know, we say the best things in life are worth the wait, and this is a game that was supposed to be played last Saturday, but then got delayed to Sunday, then Monday, then Wednesday, but finally we are here. We made it here tonight. What do you guys think we can expect here tonight?
Well, tonight I think we can expect a preview into the playoffs. I mean, we have the number 1 seed, Cortland, who is locked up for the SUNY going up against the number 2 seed, Oswego. And while we already have the seeds locked up heading into the postseason, I think we have in store a nice preview for our playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be interesting. As far as SUNYACs are concerned, everything's locked in. We're set for that 2nd seed. So there is really no heavy playoff implication. I think it's really a toss-up. Are they going to be physical? Are they going to be, this is a rivalry team. Are they going to be playing that way? Or are they going to keep it chill? It's a warm-up for the playoffs. We'll see in the next 60 minutes of play.
Yeah, it will be a game between 2 storied hockey programs. Michelle, what can you tell us about the history between these 2 teams?
Yeah, so they have played 103 games against each other starting back in 1976. They last played on January 25th of this year. Cortland won 4-3 at home. They haven't lost on the road yet this season, so maybe Oswego can change that tonight. There is a 64-14-1 conference record for Oswego against Cortland, which again may change tonight.
Yeah, and Alex, as Michelle mentioned, these are the 2 top programs in the SUNY. What can you tell us about the success that these 2 teams have had this season?
Well, in my opinion, it comes down to coaching for these 2 teams. I mean, we have 2 very high experience, established coach. For the Lakers, we have Ed Gosek, who's in his 21st season as the Lakers head coach, and he has a 70 win percentage all time as his head coach. He has made it to the SUNY tournament 19 out of 21 years as a head coach. When you have a head coach with that winning record, you are due for success. On the other end, with the Red Dragons, head coach Joe Cardarelli has led his team in his 11th season as the Red Dragons head coach. They rank 2nd in wins, Joe Cardarelli ranks 2nd in wins for a Cortland head coach, and he boasts the best win percentage in program history. When you have 2 high accomplished coaches, you're due for some success.
Yeah, 2 great teams, to put it simply, and an interesting way to end the regular season. Again, this game, a makeup from last Friday. The SUNY season is supposed to end last night, and that's when we last saw these 2 teams, both on the road. Michelle, what can you tell us about the Lakers game last night?
The Lakers played away. Excuse me, folks, I've lost my page here. The Lakers played away last night. Please work with me. Can we jump to you first?
Yeah, no problem.
Well, yeah, we'll go to Alex for the Red Dragons. How did they fare last night?
So for the Red Dragons, they played SUNY Mooresville last night, and the Red Dragons absolutely routed the Mustangs last night, 10-2. This was led by an outstanding performance by senior forward Dominic Satimo, who recorded a hat trick last night, along with an assist on 6 shots. His 3 goals shot him up to 15 on the season, and that's tied for most on the team. This win last night was the largest margin of victory for the Red Dragons all season, and it clinched and locked up their SUNY regular season title with the number 1 seed, improving them to 18-6 on the season. You got to think that the Red Dragons feel really confident heading into tonight's game.
Definitely. Thank you for bearing with me at home, folks. Oswego's last game was last night, as was mentioned. They won 7-3 at SUNY Canton. There was a hat trick there. Danny Calabufo, our senior captain, had 2 goals. 2 goals were scored on 4 power plays, and they drew only 3 penalties. Brendan Milberg, who is not playing tonight, made 12 saves off of 15 shots on the night.
Yeah, Michelle, with the weather we've seen from last week, everything's crazy, so don't feel bad about that. That was a great job there. And listen, a huge night for both teams. 17 goals were combined for both teams, and hopefully we see a fun game tonight as well. And Alex, most importantly, last night Cortland with the win secures the number 1 seed in the SUNY. I want to ask, this is the final game of the season. How important is this game for both teams to finish the regular season off with the win and momentum heading into the playoffs?
I mean, locking up your top seed is always a great feeling, but you do not want to remain complacent as a top seed. You still want to get this momentum heading into the postseason. You still want to secure a win against a rival school. These are 2 teams that are very physical with each other. I expect the Red Dragons to stay on the gas, even if we see some different reserves step into the mix tonight. Maybe not all the starters play their normal minutes. I do believe that the Red Dragons want to go pedal to the metal and head full steam into the playoffs.
Yeah, Michelle, do you agree that this will be that momentum is important, especially heading to the playoffs for both teams?
I do agree with that. I think that this is essentially a glorified practice, a glorified scrimmage even, but I do see physicality. I do see, pedal to the metal for these teams. Again, they are a rivalry team. They're going to want to play hard, but not too hard as to wipe themselves out for those semifinals on March 1st.
Yeah, and that will do it for us right now. Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we'll talk about the SUNY standings and bracketology. The bracket already set. We'll talk all about it next on WTOP 10 Sports.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside Alex Kemnetzer and Michelle Smith. And guys, it should be a fun one tonight. Cortland versus Oswego in a matchup that should have occurred last week, but thanks to the beautiful weather here at Oswego, delaying the game till tonight. And with the delays, this game for both teams has become a back-to-back game, with both teams playing on the road last night. I want to ask you guys, do you believe fatigue will be a factor in tonight's game?
Well, I absolutely believe fatigue will be a factor, as it is in most sports back-to-backs. It's tough to play on the road, come back, and regroup before a game. I also think that the stakes of this game will allow both teams to give starters, as I mentioned before, maybe a little rest. I do think that we will see a lot of reserves get involved today, especially in later periods, to preserve health going into the playoffs.
Definitely. They both scored high-scoring games last night. Again, on the road, you're going to hop on a bus, you're going to come back home, warm up, get ready to play, or for Cortland away. I think that fatigue will be definitely a big key to this game, and as Alex said, third-string, second-string players will be taking heavy shifts.
Yeah, and we've seen both these teams playing back-to-back games, but especially this late in the season, it makes it that much more difficult. But as we take a look at the SUNY standings, they are set in stone, but this possibly could not be the last time these two teams meet this season. Michelle, I want to ask you, how aggressive do you think both teams will be, considering this game, in terms of standing, doesn't really mean anything?
Yeah, definitely. As I mentioned earlier, I think there will be a little fight. There's going to be a bite to their bark, because this is a rivalry, but I don't see too many penalty minutes. Both teams drew, I believe, 3 penalties last night in their games. Again, high-scoring physical games. I don't see that tonight. I see, and Oswego excels on the power play, which may be a bit of a crutch for them, but I don't see a lot of physicality. I see kind of the effects of that fatigue we mentioned.
Yeah, and Alex, I want to ask you, if your head coaches Ed Gosick and Joe Cardarelli, how much are you experimenting with your lines tonight as well?
Well, if I'm both coaches for this team, I see this game as a chess match. I see it as an opportunity to move a bunch of different pieces that I didn't think I'd be moving during the regular season. I see it as an opportunity to experiment and take risks with different tactics, different lines, maybe switch up, who you got in goal. Oswego's Gavin McCarthy is in goal instead of Brandon Milberg tonight. I think that's a big deal because they're giving different pieces, different opportunities to excel in different roles, especially since this matchup doesn't mean as much tonight for the playoffs. And I do believe that we'll see both coaches try to get a gauge on the other team heading into the postseason. As we said before, they might see each other late in the postseason. This is the perfect opportunity to get out the scouting report and get a feel for what you might see later down the line.
Yeah, and listen, going over to the SUNY bracket, it is set as well. Number 1 and 2 Cortland and Oswego both getting first-round byes. Michelle, I want to ask you, looking at the first-round match between number 6 seed Canton and number 3 seed Buffalo State, who do you like in that one?
I am all bets on Buffalo. Not even just the places, but just the history. Buffalo is a powerful team. They score high. They are feisty on the ice. I see Buffalo taking the first round and playing in the semis against Oswego, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, and Oswego being the number 2 seed, they could be facing the winner of that game, or it could be, Alex, the other game in that bracket, the 5-4 matchup, Potsdam on the road against our rivals, Plattsburgh. Who do you like in that one?
So I like Plattsburgh in this matchup, being the 4th seed. These teams actually just played each other last night, and Plattsburgh had a dominating performance against Potsdam, beating them 4-1. I do think that Plattsburgh has Potsdam's number down a little bit, as historically, Plattsburgh is 118-6 against Potsdam. An outstanding record. I think history repeats itself there, and I just think Plattsburgh has Potsdam's number down a little too much. Don't rule Potsdam out for a sneaky upset, but I will be taking Plattsburgh in this matchup.
Yeah, and Alex, if that does come true, it would be Plattsburgh versus Oswego, 2 storied rivalries here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. I'm just excited just thinking about that matchup already.
Must watch hockey coming up.
Absolutely, prime time for sure, and this is prime time hockey as well. And we will be back after the break, but stay tuned because we will toss it to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings, and we'll toss up to Steve Levy press box as well as we get ready for puck drop here at WTOP 10.
Welcome back to Major Discussion.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back to the Wheelhouse as we get ready for the Cortland Red Dragons to square off against the Oswego Lakers. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside once again Alex Kemnetzer and Michelle Smith. And guys, listen, we've talked a lot, we've got a lot of insight, but we want to toss it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummins, who has more on tonight's matchup. Madeline, take it away.
Thanks, guys. This is the last regular game of the season, so let's take a minute to reflect on one Lakers accomplishments. All the way from Toronto, number 21, Brandon Cohen. Cohen is in his first season with the Lakers, but that didn't stop him from being the lead goal scorer for the Lakers. With 16 goals, 14 assists, and 30 total points, he has a whopping .239 shot percentage, the second highest on his team. He is also recognized as the top goal scorer in the SUNYAC. Cohen is an outstanding player who has had an outstanding first season, so you better make sure to keep an eye out for him on the ice today and all of his games to come. I'll be here by the ice with you throughout the game, but the puck drop is getting closer. Let's hear it from the men who make it happen, the dynamic duo, Kenny Gerard and Michael Shetler in the Steve Levy press box. Boys?
Thank you, Madeline, and welcome up to the Steve Levy press box right here in the Port City, where the 2025 SUNYAC regular season champions have flown on in, and the number 2 seed Oswego State Lakers will take them on for the last matchup of the 2025-24 regular season. I'm Kenny Gerard, co-sided by the wonderful Michael Shetler. And Mike, it has been a long time coming for this game. 4th time is the charm. How are you?
You know, I thought we'd almost never make it up here, Kenny. 4 postponements later, and here we are. These teams were originally slated to face off on Valentine's Day. Maybe a good thing that they didn't, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of love down on that ice tonight. So, as we've talked about, the playoff brackets are set. Cortland clinched that 1 seed with a dominant win over the Morrisville Mustangs. Oswego, by default, is now the 2 seed. So despite this matchup not having any playoff implications, it's still very, very important, because these 2 teams could absolutely see each other down the line in the playoffs and even in the SUNYAC championship potentially here, Kenny.
Absolutely. Both teams will clinch that 1 and 2 seed. So both teams on March 1st, this upcoming Saturday, a week from today, will be hosting Oswego, the highest remaining seed, and Cortland will host the lowest remaining seed. Winner of that goes to the SUNYAC championship. If Cortland wins next weekend, they will host in their own home barn. And if they lose and Oswego wins next weekend, well, SUNYAC championship will come back into the shores of Lake Ontario. But as Madeline was saying, let's talk about Brandon Cohen. He has 16 goals. He leads the SUNYAC, and there's one guy that he's ahead of who has 15, and that's Burke from Cortland.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon Cohen has been on an absolute tear this season. A monstrous start for the freshman. He is leading the SUNYAC. He's top 5 in the SUNYAC in points and goals, and like you aforementioned, first in the SUNYAC with 16 goals after his hat trick last night. Went absolutely wild against Canton. So just a phenomenal performance there. He is on an absolute tear, a 23.7 save percentage, and for a freshman, he is remarkable. An absolute buzzsaw on offense, and potentially if he finds a back of the net tonight, you will see he's got a very calculated shot. You don't see him taking egregious shots. He is very poised, keen, and makes advantage of his opportunities here.
Absolutely, and we're going to go off script a little bit here. The last time that Oswego won at home against Cortland was March 2nd, 2022. I was still in high school. I wasn't even here yet.
I was a freshman.
You were a freshman here at
Oswego. I was a little baby here.
That was, well, we were still in masks at that point, yeah, from COVID?
Probably. We were probably wearing masks. Who knows?
It's been a long time coming, Oswego.
It's all a blur.
It is all a blur. And Oswego unable to beat them on their home ice.
Yeah.
And something that's not going to help the Lakers tonight. The Cortland Red Dragons, 11-0, as in none. They are undefeated on the road all season long.
Talk about road warriors.
You talk about road warriors, and talk about this matchup between these 2 teams. Oswego 85, 15-3. It's their 104th matchup of all time. Oswego has their number in history, but Cortland wins their first SUNYAC championship last year out of nowhere. They come from nowhere. Upset Geneseo in the playoffs. Plattsburgh beats Oswego here at home, and they go on to the SUNYAC championship, and Cortland wins, gets into the NCAA tournament for the first time. I mean, Shetty, are you kidding me? Now they win the 2025 SUNYAC regular season championship.
Yeah.
Incredible run from this Cortland team.
I mean, the tides are turning. This game doesn't get any bigger. The first and the second seed here, and I mean, absolutely dominant from Cortland here. 11-0 on the road, but I do want to mention they've played each other twice this season, but this is the first time that the Lakers and the Cortland Red Dragons are facing off at the Deb. So we'll see if home ice plays into a favor for the Oswego State Lakers here tonight.
Well, let's move ahead to the netminders now, Shet. Now, who is in net for each squad? Well, it's going to be Mobley for Cortland, and it's going to be McCarthy for the Lakers starting off tonight. Tell me about each of them, Shet.
Yeah, so starting off with Oswego, we have Gavin McCarthy. He's going to make his 6th start on the season. He has been a Swiss Army knife here, 2.57 goals allowed, and then .872 save percentage. He has absolutely stepped up when they need him. A Swiss Army knife, and the freshman has an opportunity behind net to prove himself facing the #1 overall Cortland Red Dragons here. And moving on to number 33, Ronan Mobley. He had a season-high 36 saves against Fredonia a few weeks back. He's been a backbone of this team. However, I would be remiss if I didn't mention he allowed the most goals in his collegiate career against the Oswego State Lakers earlier on, 8-3 defeat. Although that match didn't count in the SUNYAC, still something that he's going to try to probably make up for here tonight, because that's definitely going to be on his mind.
Right, and McCarthy and Milberg is a little reminiscent of last year when it was Shell and Milberg. You have that good dynamic duo. And you also have Zalesi here in that third line for the Lakers. So plenty of good netminders for the Lakers. And the same goes for Cortland. Plenty of good netminders over there as well. Heck, you can't be the 1 and 2 seed in the SUNYAC without good netminders and good goalies. But moving forward, Chet, let's have a little bit of fun here in the press box.
Let's go. It's my last ride. Let's go.
Let's make some box bets. And since it is, well, your last ride, I believe you are supposed to go first. So
Absolutely.
What do you got for me?
You know, I think this is going to be a really gritty game. I think it might come down to the wire, but I'm going 4-2 Oswego State Lakers. I think they take it. Kenny, what do you think? You think I'm right or you think I'm wrong here?
Well, Chet, I always disagree with you. And I'm not one to go against the Lakers as your crutch just hit me on the way down there. I'm going to take the Cortland Red Dragons 5-3. You heard it here first. The number 1 seed will hold on, and they will have 24 points in the season, and the Lakers will end up 4 points behind the Red Dragons because, man, are they dominant. Cortland is taking this one, no sweat.
We'll see about that. We'll see as the periods progress. I think I'm right tonight, Kenny.
You think you're right?
It's my swan song. I think I'm right tonight.
We will see as the lights go
Somebody turn the lights off in here.
I know. They're trying to make us quiet. I guess that means we got to go to break here. Thank you for tuning in here to the press box. We're going to send you back to the Purge right after the break. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating. I think you're wrong, is what I think. You think I'm wrong a lot of times. I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego. It is a chilly night in Oswego, but things are just starting to heat up on the ice as we get ready for a battle between Oswego and Cortland. Jason Samsel joined alongside Alex Kemnitzer and Michelle Smith. And guys, as we mentioned, Cortland and Oswego are number 1 and 2 in the SUNYAC standings, and there are certainly a lot of players to watch out for on the ice here tonight. Alex, I'll start with you. Who's your player to watch out for Cortland?
So my player to watch for tonight in Cortland for the Red Dragons is Nate Burke, grad student forward who played for the Buffalo Junior Sabres team. He is a back-to-back All-SUNYAC team recipient. He leads the Red Dragons in points by a wide margin, 12. He has had a slow second half of the season, but he had a nice bounce-back game last night with a goal and 2 assists. He has the highest shot percentage on the team with 20. He's a vet in the locker room as being an older guy, and this could be the perfect spot for him to get back in a groove here.
And Michelle, who's your Red Dragon player to watch out for?
I'm keeping my eye tonight on Sam Cristiano. He had his first 2 conference goals of the season last night in that 10-goal game. He has 10 assists on the season for a whopping 12 points. And heading into the playoffs, I see anybody who comes into possession of the puck shooting at that goal. Why not, right? What is there to lose? I see a goal for him tonight, maybe. If not, definitely an assist or 2. He's got 10 on the season. He can absolutely amp that up tonight.
Yeah, and Michelle, you're a Oswego player to watch out for?
Yeah, for Oswego, I've been waiting a long time to talk about him. This is Josh Simpson. He's a defenseman for Oswego. He has 2 goals on the season and 3 assists for 5 points, but he is a plus 14, which means that Oswego has 14 more even strength goals than any opponent in situations where Simpson is on the ice. That is an insane impact for a defenseman, and with an evenly matched offensive power tonight between these 2 teams, it's going to come down to defense and goaltending.
Yeah, and for Alex Oswego, who's their player to watch out for?
So I'll stick with the forwards, but I'll go to the opposite end of the spectrum with age. Freshman forward out of Toronto, Brandon Cohen. He leads the SUNY in goals out of any team. He's coming off of his first hat trick of the season last night against SUNY Canton. He needs to stay red hot against these Red Dragons. In the calendar month of February, he's tallied 80 out of his 30 total points, 6 goals and 2 assists in the span of 3 weeks. He gets an average of 2.5 shots per game against Cortland, and I expect one of them to see the back of the net tonight. Watch out for Mr. Cullen.
Yeah, watch out for him indeed. And now the moment that we've all waited for, our picks. Michelle, I'll start with you. What's your prediction tonight?
You know, Madeline Cummings out on the sideline looked at me like I had 6 head, but I said this in the office during prep. I see 6-4 Oswego. I see people shooting and people scoring.
Alex, what's your prediction?
See, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Michelle. I think Cortland is taking this game 5-3. I think McCarthy starting instead of Milberg as a backup keeper, I think he's going to struggle a little bit. I think he needs to settle into this role. I got Cortland taking it 5-3 here.
Yeah, and, you know, for me personally, I think fatigue will play a factor. We talked about it earlier, but I think fatigue will play a factor here. I think a lot of the teams will start off a little slow. But, again, I think eventually Oswego will edge out the win 2-1. But, again, I think fatigue will play a big factor here. And I think, you know, we'll see a lot of line changes and a lot of mix-up with the roster. So it should be interesting to see how that plays out. But again, I have the Lakers taking this one 2-1. And that will do it for our pregame report here. Jason Samsel here, joined alongside Alex Hemnitzer and
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer to that one. Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
And welcome back up to the Steve Lee Press Box right here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall as the 2025 SUNYAC regular season champions, the Cortland Red Dragons, have come to Oswego to meet up with the number 2 seed Oswego State Lakers. We thank you for joining us here on Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10. I'll be your play-by-play commentator tonight, Kenny Gerard, coincided by the magnificent Michael Shetler on the color commentary. Mike, any thoughts for the puck drops?
Last regular season for the Lakers here in the Deb. Blink of an eye and it's gone. This one's going to be a good one, Kenny.
As Cortland wins the opening faceoff, the Red Dragons will dump and chase early on. And Oswego looks to get possession back. Oswego in their camo jersey tonight. Cortland in the all-red with the white stripes. Here comes Cohen down into the corner now. He's met up by Bach. Bach will take a tumble. Pass in front. Nobody's there to pick that one up. Oswego will regain with Baker. He'll get around the back of the net. Cortland will take back the rebound in the corner. Lakers try to steal it back again, but Cortland will get the possession. Down past the first of 2 blue lines. He'll get across the second blue line, and here they come. Cristiano now centering pass, they score! And that one's Bach in Cortland with only 36 seconds off the clock. They show why they're the 2025 SUNYAC regular season champions.
And just like that, Kenny, that's how fast the tide can turn in this game. The momentum completely swinging in the favor of the Cardinals. They went down there and scored like they had dinner in a couple of minutes, Kenny. They wasted no time getting down there.
An absolutely magnificent pass from Cristiano over to Bach, and Bach just sinks it home, and he'll take the score. So good job from the Cortland Red Dragons. 1 shot, 1 score. With only 40 seconds gone, it's 1-0 Cortland between the 1 and 2 seeds. A potential SUNYAC championship matchup in the future right here. In the corner now, it's a corner battle between the Lakers and the Red Dragons. Oswego comes away with it in their offensive end. Centering pass is broken up by the Red Dragons with Mineta. Picked up again by Oswego. Lakers now trying to get something going here with Gato, and Gato will lose it, stolen away by Mineta. And Mineta will dump. Cortland will get a change. Lakers will chase. Only a minute 10 off the clock. 1 shot for Cortland, 1 score. 0 shots for the Lakers so far. As here comes Oswego now, they'll dump that one down into the corner again and chase. Chasing for Oswego is Vasilo. And he can't get a stick on it as Simons lays a big hit on Bach. That one's picked up by DeSpirit. On the near side, Cortland takes possession in their own zone, and that's up and into the crowd, and we'll have our first souvenir of the night here, Shet.
Yeah, you know, Oswego, they have to adjust. They can't get flustered here. They've been playing good, maintaining possession in their offensive zone. That's going to be key. You got to keep Cortland out of their offensive zone with 18 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first here. It's going to be the difference maker. They can't get flustered. They got to regroup and readjust here.
Face-off coming in the Cortland zone. Won by Oswego for the moment, but Cortland will steal this one right back away. The Red Dragons try to get it out of their own zone. They'll set up on offense with Bach. Bach will pass this one up. That's stolen away by the Lakers. Cooper will dump it around the backboard. It's picked up by Bach. Bach on the far side tries to get out of the Cortland zone. It's stolen away again by the Lakers. Here's a chance now for Ergo. Ergo takes around the backside. Ergo will pass this one up to the blue. Oswego again with a chance with Cooper. Cooper's pass is broken up by the Red Dragons. Cortland will pass this one off the glass. It's taken back by Ergo again, who dumps it to the Cortland zone. It'll be stopped by Mobley. Cortland will set up offensively with Beaudry. Beaudry will pass this one up, and here come the Red Dragons now. On the far side, it's Bernardo. Bernardo on the far side goes towards the corner, guarded by Baker. And Oswego will poke that one away on the defensive end. And he'll get hit and laid out. What a hit that is from Brophy and the Red Dragons. And Cortland showing that physicality does matter here, Shet.
Absolutely here, Kenny.
And Oswego now takes it through their own end into the neutral zone. Going into the offensive end. Here come the Lakers, but tight defense automatically stolen away by Cortland. And Oswego can't get a chance. With no passing lanes or shooting lanes available, the store is completely shut down for the Lakers. Oswego now will just dump this one through neutral ice into the offensive end, but it'll be picked up by DeSpirit and Cortland. Here comes Cristiano with 1 point on the night from that assist from the first goal of the game, stolen away again by the Lakers. Baker will pass this one up, and he'll take a tumble. That one's Cohen. He'll go down, and here comes Cortland now with a chance. Here comes Cristiano on the near side one more time. In front, that one saved by McCarthy. Good shot opportunity there for Cortland as they've been having a lot of time in that offensive end. With the puck now for Oswego, it's Semrad. That one's picked up by Horacek into neutral ice. Cortland will pick it up. They'll be forced to reset. Burke with the puck. He'll pass this one over to DeSpirit. DeSpirit's pass goes off a skate and into the crowd. So with 16:25 left to go here at Chet. Been an interesting start, but Cortland, well, I can see why they're number 1 seed.
Absolutely, they're handling the puck in heavy traffic here. They've maintained possession, and you know they're very polished so far. A lot more polished than the Lakers. They came out with a clear and concise game plan. Lakers going to have to recover. They're going to have to recover here quick before it gets ugly.
Face off again in the Cortland zone. Cortland will send in someone new. It's going to be Seitz skating in for Cortland against Miller for the Lakers. Face off. Doesn't really go anywhere, but Cortland will win it with Seitz eventually. Just took a little bit of time. That one goes behind Garnier, and Garnier will dump it down to be chased by Gato. And that was knocked on the boards by Beaudry, picked up by Cortland. Oswego tries to get possession, but that one will get stuck in the back of the net. McCarthy will look at it, and we'll get another stoppage of play.
Might be the best thing that the Lakers needed. A little time to regroup, stoppage of play, find their poise, dial up some plays here, and try to find the back of the net here.
A Cortland, a team that can score quick and in the blink of an eye, and they showed it early on here. Oswego, a team that has always been able to rebound and come back. If you were expecting a boring game, you might want to tune out now because this one is going to be a good one. Oswego wins that faceoff in their defensive zone, but it's taken away by the Red Dragons. On the far side, Ficini tries to get it, but again, the Lakers will steal away with Bala. That one's passed off the boards. It'll be chased down by Gato, but picked up by the Red Dragons with Manita. And Manita will pass that one, and it goes wide, so Bala will chase, followed by Semrad. McCarthy will call for the icing, and he will get it. So less than 5 minutes down here, Chet. Any notes so far?
I mean, Cortland has just been dominating. Oswego needs to stop beating themselves up here, but it's the early minutes. We're 5 minutes into the game. There's a ton of play left. Oswego has plenty of time to recover. Just got to find their footing here, Kenny.
Absolutely, and well, the Red Dragons got to keep the foot on the pedal here.
Absolutely.
Oswego wins the face-off, and it goes into neutral ice, so they'll be forced to reset out of their offensive zone. Portland will have it in their own end. Ficini with the puck. He's going to pass that one way past Garnier. So it'll be chased down by Simons, but will be blown dead before he even gets to it.
And Kenny, the one thing about Cortland, they're playing at a fast tempo, and they have the depth to maintain that pace, shuffling players in and out. They have the talent to keep Oswego on their toes, and that's a dangerous combination if you're the Oswego State Lakers here.
Face-off coming in the Cortland zone. McQuaid skates in for the Lakers. He'll be going against the captain, Satimo. So both captains will take the face-off here. And the Oswego captain will get the better of him that time as there's a shot right towards the net, and that's a nice save.
Thought he was going to catch him sleeping there, Kenny.
I did too. Mobley was paying attention, though. That's why he's been so good all season long here, Chet.
Mobley's done. I mean, you know, as much as Oswego has failed to find their footing, don't get me wrong. These are the 1 and 2 teams in the SUNYAC, the best of the best, and this is a joy. This is going to be a treat tonight, Kenny.
Absolutely, and Cortland sits at number 13 in the USCHO national rankings, while Oswego technically sits at 17 with 6 votes to get on the poll. So a couple of nationally ranked squads as here comes Cortland now with a good chance with Humphrey. And that defense too much for Humphrey to get much going there. It's a centering pass that goes just wide. Good chance. Buck has it again, the 1 goal scorer on the night. Off the back boards, it'll be chased down by Humphrey. Humphrey will get a tumble there, and here come the Lakers. Some broken lumber on the ice. Here's a chance now in front. He'll take a shot right into the goalie, and there's definitely a penalty coming there. As what a shot. I mean, a chance for Voslo as he skates right in to Mobley, and Mobley is down as the net comes out. And that was a heck of a play there, Chet.
Great attempt there, lost his footing and slid right into the net, comes crashing down, sticks are falling, lumber's falling, Gatorade bottle on the top of the net's falling, and it appears that Mobley, you know, a little stung up here. We're going to get a breakage of play and regroup here.
And a very, very clear tripping call against Beaudry there. So Beaudry will head to the penalty box for the Red Dragons, and that will give Oswego their first 2-minute 5-on-4 advantage. So once they get all sorted out with Mobley and the far end, the Lakers will go on the power play for the next 2 minutes. 15:04 remains here in the first. Now, Chet, obviously we have a little stoppage of play here. I'll just chat a little bit here.
Absolutely.
Between the Lakers and Cortland, what are some of the trends you're seeing? Or is Oswego doing something right or wrong? And what is Cortland doing that's giving them the 1-0 advantage so far?
You know, obviously Cortland just shocking McCarthy there right out of the gate in the first minute. But I think this game is a lot closer than it is. Obviously, Cortland finding the penalty box early. Oswego's been very good at capitalizing on the penalty play, especially against the Mustangs a couple games ago. We had great front row seats in the house watching that game. 4 for 6 on the power play. So this is their golden opportunity right here to even this game up and change the tide here.
And Mobley back on his skates. He looks to be all right. Very good news for the Cortland Red Dragons, all the fans in attendance. But nevertheless, a Oswego State power play will be on the way. 2 minutes on the clock for the Lakers. See if they can capitalize. And on the season, Oswego, they've been around that power play, 30 for 86, a 34.9% power play conversion percentage. While for Cortland, they're on the lower end of that with 19 for 88 on the power play, a 21.6% power play conversion rate. But don't get me wrong, Cortland better on the penalty kill. 82.1% penalty kill compared to Lakers 80. This is going to be a good matchup here, Shet.
Very, very even, Kenny.
We will see what the Oswego State power play unit can do. 2 minutes on the clock. Oswego State power play begins now as the faceoff is won by the Lakers, and that one's taken away quickly by Burke, and he will just dump that one away. McCarthy will pick it up for the Lakers. Good start on the penalty kill for the Red Dragons. Oswego's power play unit gets it moving here. Here comes Vasilo. He's going to pass that one past Cohen into the corner. Picked up by Horacek. Far side, Lakers setting up again. In the corner, pass in front. Cohen takes a shot just wide of the net. That one won't go. Good block in front by the Red Dragons. That defense has been electric all year long, and you can see those blocking of shots helping out their goaltender. Here's a pass again over to Cohen. That's an errant pass that goes wide of Cooper, and man, is that a power play killer. Lakers will be forced to reset. 5-on-4 advantage for the next minute and 10. Oswego gets it going past Horacek. Horacek can't get a stick on it. It'll get blasted into the boards by Mineta, and Cortland will dump that one away with a big whiff of the stick. So under a minute now remains in the power play. Oswego will get their second power play unit on the ice, and Cortland will get their second line penalty kill out on the ice. 50 seconds left to go as they cross through the neutral ice. Here comes Simons now. Centering pass, nobody's home, and it's knocked out of the zone again by Satimo and the Red Dragons. And what a heck of a penalty kill from the Red Dragons. As we mentioned, an 82.1% penalty kill on the season. You can't get that good of a number if you don't kill them off, as here comes the Lakers with McQuaid. McQuaid will dump into the corner. 27 seconds remain on the power play. That one goes off the stick of Baker, but he can't keep it on sides. Oswego power play unit forced to reset with Gato. And center ice, Gato is swarmed, so Simons will pick it up. Simons will pass this one back to Calabufo. Off the boards, back to Baker. Over to Calabufo, centering pass in front. A shot taken away. Great defensive play there from Humphrey to save a clear and wide power play goal for the Lakers, and that will expire on the power play. So Oswego not able to capitalize on it. Cortland will kill off the first penalty of the game. 13 minutes exactly will remain in this one. In neutral ice, Oswego will lose it once again, so Ficini will pick it up as he gets hit hard by Ergo, as Ergo took offense, and we'll get a little bit of a rumble down on the far side. It's not a surprise, and there's another big hit between Baker and Ficini, and boy, are these two teams fired up. You'd think it's already a SUNYAC playoff game between these two squads. They both know they've got a good chance of winning this one.
Hey, I told you, good thing they're not playing on Valentine's Day here, Kenny.
Absolutely no love between the red and green on the ice tonight. We'll see what happens in the rest of this one, as it's been electric here early on, as the Lakers now take possession in their own end. Getting it across the first of two blue lines. Oswego moves it down now with Grenier. Grenier's pass taken away by Despirit. This one's up to Burke. Wide open, he takes a shot, it's saved by McCarthy. Wide open opportunity there for the Red Dragons. That one's knocked down by Ergo. He'll dump it into the zone, and Oswego will go get a change. Cortland will pick it up in their own end. Oswego playing some good defense here early on, trying to shut down any more opportunities for the Red Dragons. Lugo will pass that one down, taken away by Oswego with Cooper. And Cooper in the offense gets it going. That one stolen away on sides for the Red Dragons. Will dump it into the far side corner over to Garnier. Garnier will lose that one, picked up again by Burke. Burke will get it across the blue line and out of the Oswego zone. So Cortland will be forced to reset with Beaudry. Beaudry will pass up to Lugo. And down it goes from Satimo, and they will get a stoppage of play here. 11:25 left to go.
Yeah, the key right now, both teams, despite the early goal, are playing near flawless defense here, Kenny. McCarthy tearing it up in net, Mobley tearing it up in net. And the one thing that I'm noticing here is I think the Oswego State Lakers are due. Cortland did a great job in executing on that penalty kill. As you see the replay here, things are getting chippy out here. Bodies are flying, but great defense so far, and I think the Oswego State Lakers are due for a goal here, Kenny, if they keep getting these shots on goal.
Well, that'll be a field goal as it goes up into the net and between the posts, but that won't be a goal for the Lakers. So we'll get yet another stoppage of play now. Chet, what do you think the Lakers got to do here to break the ice?
Score a goal. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, you know, the Lakers team, if you look at that penalty or the power play, they had plenty of opportunities to score. I think they're due here. They just got to catch Mobley on a weak spot, maybe get a little top crease, top shutter action, get a goal, break the ice. That's what they got to do here to get on the board.
Cortland wins the face-off in their own zone. Chased down by Claudin. Back over to the Spirit. It'll pass up to Krieger. And Krieger will dump this one down. Oswego will chase, and we will get another stoppage of play here.
You know, when you think the top 2 seeds in the SUNYAC, you got to picture it's almost like a chess match. 2 beautifully executed game plans, 2 great head coaches. So, you know, they got their chess pieces out there. We'll see what they get to click throughout the next 2 periods here. 3 periods of action, Kenny.
Get another face-off here in the Cortland zone. Lakers trying to get a chance to get one on the board. 2 shots for Oswego, 3 for Cortland, 1-0 lead for the Red Dragons here. As Cortland now gets possession of their own end into the neutral ice, and there's a big hit up against the bench from Humphrey. And they will set up with the Spirit. The Spirit will pass this one over to Claudin. Claudin will dump to the far side corner to be chased by the Lakers again. Oswego trying to get some momentum here. This pass goes up to Gato, and he'll dump to the far side corner once again. And Horacek will lay a big hit on Manetta in the corner. And a couple more big hits in neutral ice from Oswego, as these 2 teams clearly don't like each other. And there's a big rip right there from Bala. Well, that one's frozen quickly by Mobley.
Yeah, a bit more of a stalemate than their past 2 appearances or past 2 matchups earlier on in the season. You know, Oswego had an 8-3 win, and then Cortland a 3-4 loss. It's definitely the slowest start out of all 3 matchups this season. So a little bit more defensive play here for their 3rd appearance here.
Yeah, talk about that 8-3 win, the one that doesn't count towards the SUNYAC record, but a charity game in Skinny Atlas, New York, called by our very own Jacob Bradley and Dom Perrone. Great charity event between both squads, and the one that did count, Portland took the 3-4 victory over the Lakers in Cortland, New York. Oswego now with possession in their offensive end. There's a rip there, that won't go, and it's stolen in front. There's a shot, and that won't go either. Good chance there for the captain with McQuaid, but unable to get that one behind the netminder. Simons will pass it up and wide, and Bala will chase for the Lakers into the zone. In a neutral ice, it's picked up by the Red Dragons for a moment, and here come the Lakers once again. Here comes Semrad now. Semrad, he'll get hit. He'll lose an edge for a quick second, but can't get anything going into the corner. He'll just give this one up to the captain, McQuaid. There's a shot in front, turn around, he doesn't take it, and he'll whiff on the second chance. What an opportunity there for the Lakers, but that just won't work out for them, as Cristiano will pass this one over to Merkley. In front, stolen away by the Lakers. Too much traffic for the Red Dragons, but they'll regain possession. Oswego will quickly steal that one back, as too many Lakers, the Red Dragons down in their zone, but here comes Cortland now with a chance. Taking it down as Burke. In front to McCarthy. He'll lose it for a second, still loose and up, and it's saved again by McCarthy. What a play from the freshman for the Lakers. In front, Oswego tries to steal it back. There's a big hit, and Ergo trying to take it away, but Cortland will take it back. Cristiano takes a shot in front, and McCarthy he lays down. He's another save, and what a hectic play in front of the net. 2 pieces of loose lumber in front, beefing down low behind the net, and man, there's another big hit, you better believe it, from Burke. And then he will take offense to that one, as here comes Bala. Ring the bell, because Ryan, here we go. It's going to be Burke getting hit up by the Lakers, and wow, what a start.
You know, they're just having fun out there. He's adjusting their jersey, you know, nothing going on. No, but in all seriousness, Gavin McCarthy is single-handedly the reason why the Oswego State Lakers aren't losing by, 2 or 3 goals. He has had some tremendous saves, and the freshman, like I said in the pregame, is stepping up against the 1-seeded Cortland Red Dragons here, Kenny.
And it's been a chippy matchup. We talk a lot about physicality between both of these squads. On the season, 4.2 penalties per game for the Lakers, 3.9 for the Cortland Red Dragons. Each of them are due for a couple, so we'll see how many we get. Oswego got 1 power play early on. We'll see if Cortland gets a chance of their own It might happen with how chippy this one's been, Chat.
Yeah, Kenny, real quick before we get into this, I can sense that the Oswego State Lakers are getting frustrated here. They have a lot of opportunities to get that shot in the back of the net. They cannot get flustered. You see them dropping, mispassing, misexecuting, so they got to clean it up here.
And we'll get yet another icing call. So, Shed, you can finish your thought on anything else there.
Yeah, I'll regroup myself here. Yeah, the Oswego State Lakers have had plenty opportunities to capitalize, and you can see out there some errant passes, not playing very poised, and that could be a factor of frustration here. They've had plenty of opportunities. This game could clearly be tied. Oswego could even be in the lead here. They got to capitalize, and once they break the ice, I think this is going to be a whole different game here.
And not the Lakers' first rodeo with a good ranked team. They played Adrian, Hobart, and Utica on the year. All top 5 ranked teams at the time of play, as well as Elmira, who was sitting at number 10 when they played. So Oswego familiar with some tough foes, as here's a good chance, 2-on-1 on the defense's chance, and, well, Cortland will steal that one away, but Oswego takes a shot in front of the net, rebound, chance stolen away by the Red Dragons. Good heads-up play from Satimo, but the Lakers will steal it back again. Pass cross Seitz, there's a shot that's blocked by Seitz, and Seitz will get the rebound. It'll be kept on sides by Cohen, the SUNYAC goal leader on the season. Oswego now sets it up in front. Cohen, pass in front, that won't go. It's blocked again by the Red Dragons. Great defensive stop there from Cortland. They will pass this one up and reset again for the Lakers. They'll take a shot that goes just wide left of the net. Cortland gets the rebound with Manetta. Manetta will pass over to Seitz. He'll keep a stick on it, but it'll be kept on sides by Cohen, and here comes the delayed penalty against the Lakers, it appears.
Yeah, Kenny, just a well-oiled machine Cortland is in the beginnings of this matchup here. Mobley, when he's sleeping a little bit, he's got his defensemen to help pick him up. That's the reason why there's still a 0 on the board there for the Lakers. They're playing smooth, calculated, cohesive hockey here tonight.
And we speak of it when we said just a moment ago, Cortland will get a chance in the power play. Well, here it is. Burke will head to the penalty box for the Oswego State Lakers, and Cortland will go on the 5-on-4 advantage. 2 minutes of power play action for the Cortland Red Dragons, set to start right after the puck drop in the Oswego zone. Satimo will take it for Cortland, and the Red Dragons will win it. Their power play unit will begin. Pass over to Beaudry. They'll pass cross ice over to Burke. Down low, back to Beaudry. Into the corner, it's picked up by Kirkostas. Kirkostas will lose that one. The Lakers will get it and dump it out of the zone. Burke will get it neutralized. Cortland will be forced to reset. Lakers on the penalty kill here. And Oswego will chase it down low with Simpson. Lakers trying to get out of the zone again. Baker will take a shot at that one. Burke will keep it on their right side of the blue line for Cortland. Burke will pass. Over to Beaudry. And it'll go back off the wall again to Burke. Burke sets up down the middle. Looks for an open lane. He'll take a shot. That's blocked. Good defensive stop from the penalty kill unit there for the Lakers. Minute and 11 seconds remain on the power play for the Cortland Red Dragons. Beaudry will pick it up in the Cortland zone. Ergo coming to say what's up on the penalty kill down low. As here comes Cortland now to neutral ice. And Ergo will break that one up for the moment being, but here comes Cortland now. Big hit up against the boards from the Red Dragons as Satimo has it. This one's over to Garnier. Garnier on the near side corner, looking for a lane. And there's a big hit in front, no penalty, and they are swinging. And yeah, this one's gonna be a couple of ejections. They both just got tossed. So we'll see you later, Satimo, and so will one of the Lakers. Can't see his number quite yet, who's heading out, looks to be Bala. And man, another fight between these two teams, so we'll have 2 Lakers in the sin bin. And man, it is Bala for Oswego, and the captain, Satimo, will take a seat. So now, Chet, it gets interesting. We now have 4 on each side on the ice here.
That changes everything, and obviously Satimo in the penalty box was a saving grace for the Lakers. If they went down a 3-5 disadvantage, that could be disastrous, and I'm sure Cortland may have found the back of the net there. But obviously the 2 ejection changes everything here. As you look at the replay, getting a little chippy here. Obviously that was room for ejection. Can't do that. That's just not allowed here, Kenny.
As they're not quite ejected yet, so let's take a look at the replay of what happened here in the corner. Oh yeah, that one's definitely not good.
Yep.
He put his hands up like he didn't do it, and so will Oswego. Bala, actually, he's innocent, neither of them were. So they're not ejected quite yet. They'll sit in the sin bin for the time being. Cortland will stay on the power play. So another 44 seconds of Cortland power play. Not much really changes here, as those would be 5-minute majors for fighting.
Yeah.
So they'll both head to the penalty box. Anyway, Cortland, 42 seconds left on the power play. It's up to Ficini. He'll pass this one over to Cristiano. Cristiano down low. Back up to Cristiano. Over to Ficini. Over to Cristiano, down low, in front, nobody's there for that pass off the back of the net. Not a goal, won't count. Cristiano will pass again to Ficini. Back over to Cristiano, looks for an open lane. He'll take a shot, goes off the skate of a Laker. That's Ergo and into the net. So 19 seconds now left on the power play. And Chet, I mean, we have been saying physicality, physicality, physicality. And we know that it might be a red thing for Oswego. Plattsburgh rivals. Cortland might be becoming that new rival with the departure of Geneseo. A lot of history between the Lakers and Cortland. Maybe we're starting to see a spark of a new rivalry here.
Yeah, Oswego sees red and they just start laying bodies here. I guess that's a trend here between Plattsburgh and Cortland. But like you said, Cortland been the top dog the past 2 seasons. Might be a development, a new rival here.
Absolutely will. To be the best, you got to beat the best. So we'll see what the Lakers can do as Cortland wins the faceoff. Pass is broken up by Oswego. Good defensive play from the senior with Calabufo. But Cortland will take it back in the corner. Burke hit up against the boards by Calabufo. Here come the Lakers now. That one will be knocked across the blue line, and that will kill off the penalty. So coming back on the ice is Burke. Oswego will get a line change, and Oswego will kill off the penalty. Both squads 0 for 1 on the power play tonight with 5:49 left to go. That one's dumped down low. Lakers will pick it back up with Burke. Fresh off the sin bin, he'll pass this one up to McQuaid. It goes wide. It'll be chased by McQuaid and Beaudry. Beaudry will get a stick on it first. Cortland dumps it around. Picked up by Krieger. Krieger tries to get a stick on it. Lakers get it. Look for a pass. He'll get tripped, no call. Letting him play out. Here comes Cortland. Red Dragons now with a chance with Krieger. Krieger in the corner. Takes it around the backside. Behind the net, takes a shot that goes off the post. That won't go for Cortland. Oswego will dump it right out of that zone. So Cortland will chase it back down with Claudin, and that will be an icing call.
Yeah, one player I do want to mention, Andrew Clouden. You know, the defenseman out of Hamburg, he's got 18 blocks on the season. He's a seasoned vet out there, and he's the reason why this team has been playing so flawlessly, at least one of the reasons here.
Absolutely, Chet. You know, again, it's been a physical game. We talked about how both teams may not like each other. It may not be personal. It could just be that they're both number 1 and number 2. Any more implications besides the playoffs? Well, there's no playoff implications. So what do you think the big driving factor for both squads is here tonight?
You know, studying your opponent and momentum heading into the playoffs. You know, these teams, you know, they know each other, and they know that they could very well face each other in the playoffs. They got to walk out of here with momentum and study their opponent.
Absolutely. As Oswego wins the faceoff on their own end, we're back to 5-on-5. As Satimo and Bala still sit chirping in the penalty boxes. Cortland will take that one on their own end through neutral ice. Oswego picks it up near the blue line. Lakers getting it back. He'll pass this one over. Here come the Lakers now with Miller. Miller will lose his get hit by Pacini, but he'll pick it right back up. Miller takes it around to the far side. He'll pass this one up to Baker. He'll take a shot down low. Pass picked up by Gato. Gato makes a move. Behind the net, sets him up. It goes just high, stolen away by the Red Dragons. Good heads-up play there from Burke. Here comes Cortland now through their offensive end. Pass over to Burke. Burke takes it into the corner, poked away by Baker. And Baker will dump it down. Picked up by Oswego through neutral ice. 1-on-4 opportunity probably won't work out for him as he will take a tumble, and here comes Cortland again. That one's blocked by Baker in neutral ice. Here comes Ergo, who dumps into the corner and chase. He'll get hit by Falk on the way down. And Ergo will lose a stick, pick it back up immediately as Cortland gets it back with Krieger. Krieger on the near side, takes it across the blue for Cortland. Krieger looks for a pass. And there's a whiff from the Red Dragons. Humphrey with it now. Humphrey centering pass. He'll take a rip. That won't go. It's blocked by the Oswego defense. Kirkostas will pass over to DeSpirit. DeSpirit looks for a lane. Can't find an open pass. He'll keep skating around. And a whiff on the pass into the corner. It's picked up by the Lakers with Cooper. Oswego regains possession with Munoz. Down across the blue line. Takes a shot that's off the chest of Mobley. Good save. Baker picks up the rebound. That pass goes under the stick of Hyen. Hyen will chase with Semrad. Semrad chased behind by Humphrey. Semrad on the far side is going to pass cross ice to Cohen. Cohen takes a shot in front. Nobody's there for the rebound. Cortland picks it back up. Oswego tries to steal it back in their offensive end. They will. Here's in front. It goes just left. No good. Good chance for the Lakers there. As that pass is broken up by the Red Dragons into neutral ice, it goes. Baker will take it. Lakers forced to reset. Pass over to Cohen. Pass in front. There's a shot opportunity that won't go for Burke for the Lakers. And into the far side corner. Cortland looks to pick it back up. Hyen tied up with DeSpirit. DeSpirit will take it away. Into the corner. Oswego tries to pick it back up with Baker. Is a big three collision there. Bernardo takes a big hit from Baker and Cohen. Oswego picks it back up with Burke. Burke can't get a stick on as he's tangled up with Claudin. Oswego will get it back. Simon's pass behind the back, stolen away by Brophy. Oswego will get it back again with Cooper. Cooper will pass over to McQuaid. McQuaid's pass is broken up and neutralized by Claudin. Here comes McQuaid now across the blue. McQuaid, pass, shot goes wide, no good. Rebounded by Cooper in front. Too much traffic there as they can't get the rebound. And a smart play by Mobley to freeze that one up.
Yeah, not a lot of style points from either team here, Kenny. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all over the ice here. I think some of the players have spent some more time on the ground than actually on their skates here. But, you know, I don't know if it's just me, but you got to imagine that Oswego's going to capitalize here soon.
And we're going to send down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings, for some more down on the ice. Madeline, what do you got for me?
Thanks, boys. This has been an extremely physical game so far. Skaters are hitting the ice left and right, including Cortland goalie number 33, Ronan Mobley. A Cortland tripping penalty sent an Oswego plane flying into the goaltender, who after a few minutes on the ice got back up and is still outplaying. At this point in the first period, Mobley has made 7 saves, letting no goals past him so far. But that's enough for me. Let's get back to the action on the ice with the boys in the box.
Thank you, Madeline, as another shot in front is saved by Mobley with 1:47 left to go here in the first. 7 shots on each side. Cortland still the 1-0 advantage here, Chet.
Absolutely. Like I was saying before, Madeline delivered her lovely hit there. You got to imagine Oswego's got to be getting frustrated here. And, you know, if I'm a betting man, you got to assume that Oswego's eventually going to capitalize shot after shot after shot. The same thing goes for Cortland, so this could very well swing in the other direction, and Cortland could go up 2-0 very quickly here, Kenny.
Cortland wins face off in their own zone. Lakers trying to steal it away in neutral ice is picked up by Oswego. That's over to Gato. Gato will pass. Looking for a lane, it's Miller. Miller is swamped by Cristiano, and he'll steal it away. Miller will get it back, so Cristiano and him will go back at it, and Cortland will come away with that one with Ficini. This one is passed over and knocked down by Garnier. Semrad in the Oswego zone picks it up. He'll pass up. Here come the Lakers now. That pass broken up. That'll go Aaron of where it was targeted towards Burke. And it's picked up by Bach. Bach will get hit by Burke. Rhyming a lot of B's up here, Shed. A lot of similar names to both these squads. A couple of Burks on each squad here. So we'll see if anybody gets confused at home. I apologize if you do. In neutral ice, Lakers try to take it into the offensive end. Less than a minute remains here in the first period. As here comes Beaudry. Beaudry will dump it away. Oswego will take it up, though. It's taken away by Cohen. Cohen with a good lane here. That one's broken up. Great defensive play there from Seitz to stop the opportunity for the Lakers, and that is why Cortland is such a dominant team. It's that back check. It's that heads-up defense, and that's why the Lakers can't score. Cortland been phenomenal on the defensive end. Oswego has got to find a way to break that if they want to take a win here tonight, as Oswego now takes the offensive end with McQuaid. Neutral ice picked up by Simpson. Simpson makes a move. On the far side, looks for a lane. He takes a shot. That one's blocked and saved by Mobley. Oswego will get the rebound. That pass, too much traffic in front as it's blocked. Simons gets the rebound. Simons takes around the back of the net. Simons looks for a lane. He'll try to do a wraparound shot. It won't go. Good wrister there, but no opportunity open for him. Again, there's a wrister in front. Rebound chance. He whiffs on it, and the period expires. Man, is this getting dramatic, Chet. You can't believe it. Oh, my goodness, what an end to this one. Just an inch away from tying this thing up with time expiring. Oh my God.
Wow, what a night here, Kenny. I would have, you know, I'm lost for words. I can't believe that shot didn't go in. This game is back and forth here as you look at the replay here. 2, 3 beautiful chances. He tried with the wraparound. He tried to sneak it into the corner and could not execute. And it is almost mind-boggling that the Lakers do not have a goal on that scoreboard there yet, Kenny.
I'll tell you, Chet, it's got to be Mobley and net. It's got to be that back check from the Red Dragons. And, man, it's got to be that defense. They have been nonstop all season long. And that's why a team who had 0 SUNYAC championships up to last year will win the SUNYAC championship and then win the regular season championship, having the best record on the year. It's incredible the turnaround this team has had.
Absolutely. I mean, talk about a rebuild. You look at some of these teams, you know, I'll take NFL for an example. Team that has 2 wins, 3 wins, then turns around, makes the playoffs. What a turnaround. The Cortland Red Dragons should be incredibly proud of their performance here, and we'll see throughout the next 20 how it goes here, Kenny.
I can only wish the New York Giants were as good as a rebuild team as that. We're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline, who has a Red Dragon with her. Madeline, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I am here with number 20, Sam Cristiano, and Sam just scored the first goal for the Cortland Red Dragons in this game. How does that feel?
I mean, yeah, it was great. I entered the zone, didn't really know what to do with it, gave it to my buddy Boke. Boke gave it back to me. I tried to get one at front of the net, hit someone's skate, one top cheddar, so.
And you have had a great season so far. You just secured the #1 seed in the SUNY. How are you using that momentum in this game today?
I mean, we just got to keep being on our toes here, doing everything right, not getting any bad habits before playoffs, and yeah.
And what is your plan to maintaining Cortland's lead going forward in the game?
I think we just got to do the little things right, sticking with our mans, whether it's in the D zone or just getting pucks in deep and pressuring their D man. So.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much, Sam. Have a good luck for the rest of your game.
Thank you.
Now back to you, boys.
And Sam Cristiano couldn't say it better himself, off the skate, top cheddar goal for the Cortland Red Dragons. It'll give them the 1-0 lead over the #2 seed, Oswego State Lakers. But Chet, I think it's all the time we've got here, as we're going to get ready for our intermission report over on our perch. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
One period in the books here in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena, and welcome back. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside Alex Kemnitzer and Michelle Smith. And guys, we saw a lot of action in that opening period. Your thoughts on what you saw?
Almost too much action. I thought I was watching fight night between these two teams. I mean, 4 penalties in the first period, 2 roughing calls, just absolute beef between these two teams tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. If y'all watched last weekend for the women's broadcast, I mentioned Herb Brooks and the USA versus Russia game in Lake Placid. Today is 45 years since that game, and I would say it's the same energy down there tonight. I can't go a whole night without mentioning that game. It's physical. It's insane. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, and Alex, to your point, it looked like WWE Saturday night main event. It was just action-packed, a lot of bodies flying all over the ice. But we want to start with Cortland, their quick start in the game. Can you kind of break down that goal and how they were able to respond so early?
Yeah, so what Cortland's doing, at least from the looks of it, is they are very disciplined and they are very fast in transition. They are playing impeccable defense, and as soon as they get the as soon as they get the puck back in their possession, they are moving quick in transition. 1-2, 1-2. We saw a deflected 30 seconds into the game, we saw a deflected goal from a stick gets in there, and Michelle sniped it. her player to watch, Sam Cristiano, with a goal right less than a minute in. I mean, they are fast and they will jump on you immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single Cortland player knows who they need to be on. They're not letting up. It's sloppy passes from Oswego. It's chip and chase. It's dumping the puck behind the net just to get a chance to get back in possession because they can't make passes right now.
Yeah, and it was a chippy start for the game. We wondered, ironically, in the pregame show if it was just going to be an easy-going game, but, man, right from the puck drop, it was
not
physical.
At all.
It was a very quick game. I want to ask you guys, with physicality, how has physicality played a part in this game thus far?
I mean, it sets the tone instantly. When 30 seconds in, if a team gets scored on that quickly, they're going to come out and they're going to get chippy. They're going to get aggressive. They don't like that you just came into their house and scored 36 seconds in. It's a bad look. And even though it's the last game of the season, these two teams, like we said before, they hate each other.
Yeah.
They want to be physical with each other.
Yeah, and Michelle, we saw the Lakers sort of get off to a slow start in the game. Do you think fatigue played a factor for the Lakers in that opening period?
See, early in my notes I wrote, these teams don't know fatigue. I want to correct that to Cortland doesn't know fatigue because Oswego, while they're fast, while they're chippy, while they're making hits, they are they're getting these power plays to play on and they're just not capitalizing. I don't know if I would use the word fatigue necessarily, but they need to catch up to Cortland. I don't think they were expecting this level of play from their rivals tonight, and they need to catch up in that second period in order to make more shots and get more goals.
Yeah, and to go off the physicality of the game, it also got chippy out there. Both teams registering 2 penalties in the opening period. I want to ask, is that, if you're the coaches in the locker room, what are you saying to try and limit that sloppy play?
So if I'm the coach, especially, I want to highlight Ed Gosek. If I'm Ed Gosek to the Lakers, I'm going in that locker room and I'm saying, guys, let's slow down. Do not play into their crazy pace and tempo. We need to focus on ourselves because, quite frankly, they look a little undisciplined out there. The Lakers do. Cortland is getting a reaction out of them, getting the best of them. And if I'm the Lakers coach Ed Gosek, I'm saying, guys, let's slow down, let's play our game, and let's get some more quality looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's say in this case, I am Joe Cardarelli for Cortland. I am ecstatic at how this period is going, except for that second penalty. One of his players sent Danny Colabufo of the Lakers barreling into his net and nearly injured their goalie. He had to take a lap to get back on his feet. The trainer came out to check on him. I would have an issue with that, especially going into these playoffs. That is their first string goalie. So that may be something I say. Watch what you're doing around the net. Don't put your goalie in jeopardy.
And I also want to, sorry to cut you off.
No, I was just going to say,
Jason.
Alex, we talked about it in the pregame show about the potential to rest your starters, and Ronan Mobley is such key for Cortland. Do you think that it's the right decision to keep him out on the ice?
See, I like giving my players a reason to play, and I like the decision to keep Joe Cardarelli's decision to keep Ronan Mobley out there. And the reason because of that is Ronan Mobley is 1 win away from breaking the Cortland single season record of most wins in a season. With 7, he's at 16 right now, and he's tied for first. And the reason he's out there right now is because they want him to get to 17. So as a coach, if I have that relationship with my player, I want him to feel good heading into the postseason, and I let him play. Obviously, we just saw he's tough as nails. He took a lap to get ready, but he stayed in there. He wants this moment etched in history. He wants his name on that record, and I like that. I think that's a really cool decision by Joe Cardarelli.
Yeah, and if the score stays the same as it is right now, Mobley will get that win and break the record for Cortland. But for Oswego, respect to their goalie as well, he had 5 saves in the game. I mean, how has he been for Oswego in the net?
I think he's been as good as he can be. Again, Cortland is shooting like crazy. They're playing good defense on there, and their goalie is standing on his head. Where the Oswego goalie is facing more shots. Let's see what that difference is. I just lied to you. He's not facing more shots. He's facing less. But he does have that 1 goal against him, which he's going to need to recoup for in that second period. So that'll be interesting to see how he may change his game and how his defensemen may change their game to give him that advantage.
And Michelle, I know that we talked about this, the difference in play styles between these two teams. Because like you said, he's facing less shots, but the shots he is facing, he is facing, they're more quality shots than Oswego's. Yeah. Oswego's play style right now feels like they're playing a game of pepper with Ronan Mobley. It seems like they're shooting deep slap shots. They're trying to cause commotion in front of the goal and poke something in. Cortland feels calculated, calm. They move smoothly in their attacks and in transition. So the difference you can tell between these two teams, it's a pretty wide margin, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and Alex, to go off your point, Cortland, 8 shots in that first period, but 6 of them being on goal. And for Oswego, they had 20 shots in that first period, but only 10 of them being on goal. I want to ask you about the missed opportunities for the Lakers in this first period. How do you think that they can improve and really try and be more effective offensively in the second period?
Well, I think, again, coaching is a huge thing in this locker room. It seemed that Cortland was just getting the best of them and forcing the Lakers to be sloppy, forcing them to hold on to the puck a little bit too long, making them more susceptible to big hits. It felt like the Lakers were a little bit on their heels to start the game, and I think that Ed Gosek has to take a second, get them recomposed, say, hey, let's keep our composure, let's be more disciplined, let's move the ball more. We got to be more disciplined.
Yeah, absolutely. Discipline, discipline, discipline. That is the word of the game. I can't agree with you more on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it should be interesting to see how both teams come out in this second period. I want to ask you, we talked a little bit about Ed Gosek and the little adjustments that you make in that second period. Going after coach by coach, if you're the player, if you're talking to your players in the locker room, what are you saying to them and what are you trying to make sure that they focus on in the second period?
I mean, I like the use of different lines that they're using. They're keeping their guys fresh, which is very important, especially in this physical bout that we're seeing now. They have to keep their players fresh heading into the season. And a big thing that I want to stress is I think that Ed Gosek has to say to his players, yes, we locked up the second seed. We're heading to the SUNY. But this is still a #1 team that we have to be prepared to see again, possibly in the future. This isn't a team that we can just roll up and play the game. We got to actually play the game. We got a game plan around them, and we have to be physical back. We can't just roll over and die because we had a physical first period.
Yeah, definitely. If I'm behind the bench for Cortland, I have next to no notes. I don't think that they could do anything to improve their game at this point. I think if they just keep going strong how they are, they may squeak out a win. They're actively winning. They may win tonight. If I am Ed Gosek for Oswego, I'm saying passing. I'm saying, keep track of your guys. You can't dump the puck behind you at the blue line and expect somebody to pick it up because there's always going to be 2 Red Dragons behind you waiting for that puck. You need to be clean and composed and make sure that your passes aren't compromised. Turnovers will kill the Lakers tonight.
Yeah, a lot of things to keep an eye on, but that will do it for this intermission report. We'll be back for the rest of the second period, and we'll be back after the second period here on WTOP 10.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
welcome back up to the Steve Lee press box right here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. And welcome back to WTOP 10's Hockey Night in Oswego, the last one of the regular season. I'm Kenny Gerard, your play-by-play commentator, coincided by the magical Michael Shetler and Mr. Mike Shetler with 1 period down, 2 left to go. Cortland up 1-0, Lakers leading in the shot total. What are you thinking?
I mean, I don't think that this can get any less exciting than the first 20. I think we're ready for an exciting 20 minutes of action here. I'm sure Red Dragons head coach Joe Cardarelli was telling them, stay consistent, keep playing great defense. Ed Gosek, on the other hand, he knows that they had a lot of opportunities to capitalize on those shots. I'm sure he was telling them to get their head in the game. We got to capitalize, and they got to get that goal in the back of the net here, Kenny.
Absolutely, as McCarthy still in net for the Lakers.
Here we
and
go.
Mobley still in net for the Cortland Red Dragons. 20 minutes go on the clock. Number 2 next to the period column as the Lakers win the faceoff to open up the second period of action right here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Halls. There's a shot from the Lakers that's saved by Mobley. Cortland will look to get it going offensively to start off this second period. In control of it now is Cristiano. Cristiano will get across the blue line as he's met by Simpson. Lakers steal that one back. Down into neutral ice. Calabufo can't get a stick on it, but it'll be picked up by Burke. Simpson with the puck on the far side. Looks for a lane, will pass off to Calabufo, who gives it up to Baker. Baker down low in front. That one is stopped and frozen by Mobley. He takes a spin behind the net there as he's dragged by a Laker.
Mobley's been flying all over that net here tonight, but the one thing you immediately notice on the opening of this second period, Kenny, is the Lakers are playing with much faster tempo. They went out there and they tried to get one early, and I think that that's what they're exactly trying to do here.
Face off in the Cortland zone. Won by the Lakers is picked up by Gato. Gato will take it. Pass back to Horacek. Horacek looks for a lane. His pass is broken up, but Gato will take it back. Gato battling with Mineta, trying to get it back in front. Oswego with a chance. That's broken up quickly by the Red Dragon defense. So Oswego will reset in neutral zone. And try to get across first blue line. It's Bala. His pass will just get dumped to the corner and picked up by DeSpirit. DeSpirit will get the puck back as it'll be set up by Ficini. Ficini's pass is broken up into center ice, and the Lakers will take that one back. Bala with the puck in the Oswego zone. No one really able to get any momentum yet. Oh, I might have cursed that one as here comes Cortland now. That's quickly broken up by the Lakers. And Oswego now loses that one again. It's going to be stolen away by Claudin. And there's a nice move there from DeSpirit to drop 2 Lakers. Kirkosas will pass this one up to Humphrey. Oswego gets a stick on it and breaks it up. And it's picked up by Simons. There's a pass over. Simons with the puck in the middle. It's broken up by that Cortland defense. Great job on the back check to slow that one down. So here comes Cortland with Humphrey. Humphrey will dump into the corner. Cortland will get a couple of changes. Lakers will take it back. That one's knocked up high and close to our press box. Maybe another couple feet over this way. We might have had a nice souvenir or a nice headache.
That's 3 pucks in the stands in a matter of about 12 minutes or 22 minutes here, Kenny. Maybe we'll catch one up at the press box here.
That might be wishful thinking, Shet, but maybe, just maybe, that will happen. So, as I was saying earlier, I feel like either side isn't able to really get any momentum going yet, but face-off in the offensive zone for the Cortland Red Dragons is won, so here's a chance for them. Rebound chance in front is broken up. Good heads-up play there from the Lakers to get that one out of there. That one was Baker to make the heads-up play. Lakers in their own zone, try to get it out of there, they will. That one's picked up by Romulo. Romulo will take a dump into the Oswego bench. There's a nice hit laid down by Oswego. In the corner, Lakers taking it out of their own zone near their own bench. That one's broken up by Bernardo. Bernardo will dump it. It's caught, and that one is a strike down the middle to McCarthy. Oswego will take it into neutral ice. Cortland trying to pick this one back up, but Oswego will regain possession. Simpson now with the puck for Oswego. Simpson will dump this one over. Calabufo now, the lone senior with the puck. Dumps around the backside of the boards. Oswego trying to get it going in their offensive end, but can't seem to keep the puck for longer than a minute in the own zone, so they'll get it back again with Cohen. Back over to Burke. Burke will pass up to Semrad. Semrad takes a shot wide. Rebounded by Bernardo. Bernardo's hit quickly, and that one will go into neutral ice. Oswego will be forced to reset as Cohen picks it up near the red line. Here comes Cohen now. Takes a shot that goes wide off the backboard. Centering pass is taken away by Cristiano. Stolen away and neutralized by Bala. Oswego with more chances than they had last period here, trying to keep the momentum going as Cortland now takes into their offensive end. Stolen away by the Lakers now, it's Semrad. Semrad will dump that one into neutral ice. It'll be chased by Burke, but picked up quickly by DeSpirit. Oswego will take it back. Horacek will pass into the corner. Lakers trying to make a move here. There's a shot in front, rebounded by the Lakers. No second chance opportunity there for Oswego. They'll take the rebound and regain possession. There's a shot in front. That goes just wide. Good pass towards Miller. In the corner, Cohen. Try to take it back from Cortland. That one goes out towards Horacek. And the Red Dragons will get possession with Lugo. Taking it down now is the Red Dragons. Oswego's Cooper tries to steal it away. He will. Miller will pick it up. Miller will pass this one over. Lakers taking it now into neutral ice. There's a big hit up against the boards of Vossalo. Oswego trying to get it into the offensive end. They'll dump and they'll get a line change. Cortland playing good defensively so far, not allowing many shots to even get near Mobley, but Oswego getting more chances than they did last period as that one's lost by Shatimo. And that one will be stopped by Mobley, who gives it up. Slows it down. Cortland looks set up offensively with Humphrey. They'll get the offensive play going. 15-10 left to go here in the second. Shatimo now with the puck. He'll pass up to Humphrey. Off his stick, it'll be frozen by McCarthy.
Yeah, and you see the player that we mentioned earlier, Brandon Cohen, has subbed out now because he's getting guarded more than a Picasso piece at an art museum, Kenny. He's not finding those opportunities because he's got 2 guys on him, 3 guys on him, and you see Oswego's got to help each other out. You see these guys have a fast break, and then no other forward is there to help them. You see the 4-on-1 or 1-on-4 opportunity. That's not going to get the job done. You got to be a more cohesive unit to get that puck in the back of the net.
Absolutely. His face-off in the Lakers zone is jumped a little bit too quick by Oswego.
They're ready to go here.
They are ready to go here, Shed, as of course he will have to go skate out and we'll get someone new in there. It's going to be Vossalo taking the face-off for Oswego. It'll be won by Cortland in their offensive end. Into the corner, chased by Humphrey. This one will be picked up by Kirkasis, back over to Humphrey. Humphrey behind McCarthy, sets a pass, looks for a lane. It's over to Minetti. He'll take a shot that goes just wide. Mineta not able to get anything on that one. Oswego picks it up. Here's a good opportunity now for the Lakers. Here comes Miller. Pass in front goes just wide. Blown chance for a goal from Vossalo and the Lakers there. Cortland will rebound there. Best opportunity we've seen so far here in the second period, Chet.
Yeah, of course, and like I just aforementioned, you had 2 forwards on 3 defenders. They got to create more opportunities. They got to get more guys down there.
Just not enough pepperoni on that pizza, Chet, so that one won't go. So Cortland will set up the offensive movement.
I could use a pie right now, Kenny.
Me and you both. Here comes Cortland now through the defensive zone in neutral ice, stolen away by the Lakers for the time being, and they will go take it back with Burke. Burke takes it behind McCarthy. Semrad picks it up. Semrad now looks for an open lane. He'll pass this one over. That pass goes just wide of its target, but it's picked up by Bala. Off the skate of Bala, stolen away by DeSpirit. DeSpirit's pass was under the stick of Bernardo, and McCarthy will call for the icing and get it.
Errant passes, Kenny. The one thing I am going to say that has prevented Oswego from a multitude of opportunities. They're just not executing here. Cortland moving a lot smoother on the ice there tonight, Kenny.
Absolutely are. They're on their toes. They've caught Oswego on their heels a couple of times. Luckily, McCarthy able to stop it for them. But also have caught Cortland on their heels as well. So we'll see which team gets caught on their heels more often, because that's really what's going to turn the game in front. There's a chance. That one's saved by Mobley. Almost said exactly what was going to happen there, Shed. They call that one a commentator's curse. Cohen picks it up, and he'll dump it around the boards. Coming to get it is Semrad as he's hit hard into the glass by Claudin. That one will go on the stick. It's chased by Bernardo. Bernardo's met with Bala. Bala will take it back, lose it for a second, but he will regain and take it. That pass is up to Burke. And Cristiano will take it back for Cortland. Red Dragons now through neutral ice. That one's dumped towards McCarthy, loses it for a second, and will freeze that one up. So a stoppage of play here, Shet. Lakers not able to capitalize yet, but have had a couple of good opportunities. The shot total still close, 12 for Oswego, 10 for Cortland. Take a look at a replay here of the hit of Semrad, and looks more like he just slipped on the ice and took a nice chunk of the board.
Yeah, you can tell these two teams not the biggest fans of each other. That's what happens when the 1 and the 2 seed play each other.
Absolutely. As the Lakers win that face-off in their own zone, Horacek will lose it to Burke, and Cortland will take it back. Red Dragons now with possession. Lugo's pass is broken up by the Lakers. Oswego trying to get it out of the zone. That pass up to Horacek. Here comes Horacek now with an opportunity. He'll pass back to Miller. He'll take a shot. Saved by Mobley. And lucky there was no one there for that rebound, or that could have been a good chance for Oswego, not able to crash the net quickly to get a second chance for the Lakers. In the corner, they'll battle for it. 2-on-2 corner battle comes out for the Red Dragons. Here comes Cortland now with a chance with Burke. Burke's pass goes over to Lugo. Lugo takes a shot. McCarthy saves. Miller will pick up the rebound. He'll pass this one cross ice. Here comes Oswego now with a chance. Lakers making a move in front. He's hit, and that one's saved. And Vossalo took a little offense to that, as he'll have some extracurriculars with Manetta.
I mean, you could extend this net another foot for both of the netminders here. They are flying all over that net. You could build a house back there. Obviously, Mobley and McCarthy, the freshman, might I add, getting his chance here. You know, I don't know if this game was for the 1 seed, if McCarthy would be behind the net. I would only assume that they would start Milberg, but he is capitalizing on his opportunity in a big game here against the 1 seed.
Well, again, it's a time to scout both squads, as you said, for each team. Get a good preview of what could be a SUNYAC championship that would take place in Cortland, New York.
Yeah, and you know, Kenny, at the very least, you have 3 periods of film to study to see if you meet these guys again in the playoffs here.
12:24 remains here in the second period. Face-off in the Cortland zone, won by Oswego. Baker now with the puck. He looks for a lane. He'll pass. In front, there's a chance. Simon's tripped up, and that one won't go, but there's going to be a tripping call against the Red Dragons, and that one is confirmed by the referee. So the Oswego State Lakers will have the 5-on-4 advantage, and they will go on the power play for the next 2 minutes with 12:15 remaining in this one.
Right here, Kenny, this is the moment that the Lakers have to capitalize, have to find that back of the net. This is a fantastic opportunity to shift the momentum. We'll see. Here we go.
Cortland's captain Seitz will head to the sin bin. Oswego's power play unit will skate on, and the Cortland Red Dragon penalty kill unit will come on. Oswego's power play begins right now. Baker with the puck. He'll pass this one over. Looking to tie this one up here in the second, midway through. It's up to Baker. Passing it over. McQuaid will dump down low. No one's there to pick it up, and this one will be blown dead.
Kenny, the longer the Lakers stay in their offensive zone, I mean, it goes without saying, but the better opportunity they have to capitalize here. They cannot let these Cortland Red Dragons just dominate them in terms of offensive possession. They got to stay down there and try to get a score here.
And referee talking down low into the scorekeeper box. Seitz must have heard something. He threw his hands up and said, "What the heck, was that me?" We will see what the conversation is about looking up at the scoreboard. I'm going to just kind of stare at it and wait for something to change. But clearly something is a little bit off to the referees down low. Jones will skate away. So we'll see what the issue is. They will chat this one out. But Chet, while they're chatting down low, Oswego on the power play need a chance to capitalize. If they can capitalize here, it really changes the tide of the game. Now, what do you think the Lakers have to do? They're not been able to find those passing lanes and shooting lanes. What do you got to do to break this defense open? One man short.
Right now, you got to find Matt McQuaid. He is one of the best players in the entire SUNYAC conference. You need to give Matt McQuaid an opportunity to get in the net here. That is their best chance on this power play. Find McQuaid, get him open, and let him take a shot in the back of the net here. And I guarantee that they're going to have a great chance to put that puck in the back of the net here, Kenny. But Cortland's not gonna let that happen here. They're gonna fight their tail off to stop this here.
Referee Baudo still down low, chatting with the scorekeeper. For those at home who can't see the scoreboard, the time has changed, so it still says Seitz has a 2-minute minor for tripping, but the clock has been reset to 2 minutes exactly on the power play. Game clock is set at 12:06. Score remains the same. Cortland 1, Oswego nothing. As it looks like whatever issue there was has now been resolved. So Baudo and Jones will head to each bench. They will talk to head coach Ed Gosick and Joe Cardarelli.
Kenny, this stoppage of play might actually hurt the Lakers, because if you see before the stoppage of play, they had a lot of momentum in their offensive zone. They were getting a lot of shots, and now they have a lot of time to wait, stand around on the ice. They're going to have to regroup and try to get the goal in the back of the net here. But, you know, all this waiting time, obviously in any sport, not really helping the momentum here.
Absolutely not, as the line judge and the head officials will talk to each bench to clear it up. Now another change on the scoreboard. So now we're sitting at 12:05 in the second, and power play reset to 1:50. Still Seitz. Foot will skate back, the referee, and we will get set to go. So whatever issues on scoreboard's now been fixed. 1:50 on the clock, and the Oswego State power play begins with a lost face-off. Baker will keep it on sides, and Cortland trying to get something going short-handed here. They'll dump that one away. Good idea to get rid of that one for Cortland, as he was coming up quick behind on the back check for Oswego. So it's taken up by the Lakers. Here comes McQuaid. This is over to Calabufo. Calabufo around the back of the net. He'll lose that one, stolen away by Cortland. Calabufo tries to take it back. That one's picked up by Oswego. It's McQuaid. McQuaid looking for a pass. Can't find much yet. He'll pass up to Baker near the blue. He'll pass cross ice to Calabufo. Pass to McQuaid, broken up, too much traffic in the middle, but McQuaid will keep it on sides for the Oswego power play. McQuaid skates down near the face-off circle. Will pass back up to Baker. Back over to McQuaid. McQuaid looks for a lane, and that one's broken up, but he'll take it back. He'll take a shot at that one. That goes just wide of Mobley. Gato now with the puck. His pass is broken up. Now here comes Cortland with a shorthand opportunity. And that one's quickly broken away down by the Lakers. Second chance Burke has had, but just not too many defenders on the ice, and not going to get that shorthanded one to go. So Oswego will set up with 41 seconds remaining on the power play. Here comes Horacek. Horacek will pass. Cohen takes a shot that goes just wide. And Cortland will rebound and dump that one out of the zone, and that one goes under the stick of Cooper. So Cooper will chase down low, chased by Krieger. So Krieger will hunt for some defense. Cooper will take it out for Oswego. 20 seconds remain on the power play. That one's broken up, can't complete a pass. Krieger breaks it up once again. Oswego just unable to get out of that neutral zone, and they can't get much of a power play opportunity if they can't get it in the offensive end. And that would have been offside, so they'll have to skate back anyway, and that will probably kill off the Oswego State power play. McCarthy stops it near side. Oswego picks it up. The Cortland Red Dragons will return to full strength. Here comes Vasilo. He'll take a shot that goes high, and maybe another field goal, but not a goal.
Yeah, another missed opportunity here for the Lakers. Heavily contested defense by Cortland. You have to give them all the credit in the world. They've been playing remarkable defensively here, and that is the reason why they're up in this game, Kenny.
As we mentioned before, SUNYAC playoffs are completely set. Cortland, the 1 seed, Oswego, the 2 seed, both will play March 1st, which will be 1 week from today, to determine who will go to the SUNYAC championship for the year of 2025. Oswego wins the faceoff. Ergo takes a quick shot that's blocked, and Cortland will get it out of the zone. Ergo will chase back towards Semrad, who takes it. He's guarded by Seitz. Semrad will pass this one up. Through neutral ice, broken up by the Red Dragons again. Seitz with the puck. He'll pass this one over to Garnier. Garnier loses it for a second, hit up against the boards. Trying to get it back is the Red Dragons. Can't get a stick on it yet. Oswego will steal this one back in the defensive zone. They'll pass off the glass, but that one's kept on sides by Manetta. Manetta battling for the puck for the Red Dragons. It'll go around the far side over to Bala. Oswego trying to get it back near the blue line. Cortland will dump it back into the zone. It'll stay on sides. Semrad will pick it up for the Laker defense. And they will slow this down. Oswego will get a change and get set to get going on offense. Here comes the Cortland back check. Semrad trying to outskate Ficini. In the corner, Simons will pass over to McQuaid. McQuaid looks for a shot. Not going to find much near the face-off circle. Looks for a lane in front. He'll pass. There's a shot. That one's broken up by the Cortland defense. Yet another block shot for the Red Dragons. That one goes into the Cortland offensive end in Oswego zone. Baker will pick up the rebound. He'll pass it off the boards to Simpson. Simpson will take it across the red line. Cortland trying to get it back. They will in front. Here's the chance around the back of the net. He'll shoot at the back. That won't go through as the net is not invisible. So here comes the Lakers. Vasilo loses it into the corner. The Spirit will chase it for Cortland. That one's picked up by Lugo. Lugo taking it now for the Red Dragons. He'll pass this one up to Cristiano. Cristiano loses it in neutral ice. He tries to dump it. It just goes right up into the air as it bounces off a Laker. It's Simpson. He'll pass back over. Here's a pass over to Burke. Burke will lose a chance. He's hit by Claude, and it's broken up quickly. So the Spirit will get it back and pass over to Humphrey. And that one's dumped down by Kirkasis. Kirkasis will chase down low. Kirkasis in the corner trying to get the puck back. We'll have a 2-on-2 corner battle. It comes out for the Lakers. Oswego trying to get something going here offensively. Neither squad able to score here in the second as we are over halfway through the second period of the final regular season game here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena. In a neutral ice, Oswego tries to get out of the Cortland zone. Krieger takes a pass that's blocked by the Lakers. Cooper trying to steal it away. Broken stick for Cortland. will go to the bench and grab a new one. It's Humphrey, and they'll get a change. Oswego sets up in their own zone to get things going offensively here, Shet.
Yeah, nobody said it was going to be pretty, Kenny. I don't know if we're watching Hockey Night in Oswego or Monday Night Raw here, but very chippy matchup here.
Absolutely is. The neutral ice. Oswego gets it back with Miller. He'll dump it down low. It's picked up by the Red Dragons. Miller tries to get it back in the offensive end. It goes to the neutral ice, so Bala will pick up and pass to Semrad. Semrad looks for a lane. Pass broken up by the Red Dragons with Ficini. Red Dragons get it again. They'll dump that one down low with Romolo. McCarthy comes out of net. He'll go right back. In neutral ice near the Cortland bench, the Red Dragons will pick it up with Beaudry. Beaudry will take it for Cortland. He'll dump this one all the way across towards the Laker bench. And Oswego will pick it up, but stolen away again. He'll whiff on the pass. It's Mineta. And Oswego will take this one back. It's Gato now with the puck. Over on the far side, pass goes off the boards. That one will be chased down by Ergo, and this one will be an icing. And Shet, I feel like, as it's a push down low, I feel like there's not been a lot of stoppages this period. I think it's been a very contested second, but no one, wow, words are hard here, Shet.
Oh, they're terrible.
They're terrible. No one is able to break the ice on either side of the rink.
Absolutely. The refs are letting them play, Kenny. I'll give you a breather here. But, yeah, the refs are letting them play here. You know, obviously, like I said, not pretty, but adjustments need to be made here.
We'll see if Cortland can hold on and add to their tally, or will the Lakers prevent any more damage and take a tie here at 1-1 and make a very, very dramatic third period. Face-off one in the Oswego zone by the Lakers. That one is chipped high up in the air by Semrad. That one's down towards Ergo, but Cortland will take it back. Cortland sets up in their offensive end. Here comes Ficini now with the puck. Ficini will get across the red line. He'll dump down to McCarthy, who stops it. Looks up at the scoreboard, seeing how much time is left. And it'll go up to Calabufo.
Great awareness there.
Absolutely great awareness of the time. Not J.R. Smith down there as Calabufo looks for a pass. And that one is just not good for Cohen. Wide pass. Good opportunity there for the Lakers. That just won't happen. Calabufo now with the puck going into middle of the ice. He'll take a shot. That one goes just wide. Cortland trying to get the rebound. There's a big hit up against the boards and a little bit of chippiness in the corner. No surprise on either side with any of the physicality. Absolutely electric game you like to watch. Just some pure old heated rivalry hockey. Oswego now on the offensive end. Chance down the middle, looks for an open lane. He'll take a shot that goes high. The net, no good. Rebound is missed by Burke. It'll go into neutral ice. Simpson will chase for Oswego. Simpson will pass over to Baker. Baker's pass is taken to neutral ice. This one goes over to Cohen. Cohen hit up against the boards by Claudin. There's a big hit on Cohen. That one coming the way of Humphrey. McQuaid with the puck. He looks for a shot that's blocked in front by the other number 12. That one's going to be Krieger. Cortland now takes it back. Here comes Bernardo. He'll pass this one up. And Kirkostas will dump into the corner. Corner battle. This one's going between Hyen and Bach. Oswego will get it. In their own zone, they'll get through neutral ice. Here's a 3-on-3 rush for the Lakers that's broken up by the Cortland defense. Good heads-up defense. They were on their toes. Oswego unable to catch them on their heels to get any opportunity going there. In the own zone, Lakers have it now. This one's passed up to Horacek. Horacek will pass. Here comes Oswego. Pass to Vasilos, just wide. Good chance for Oswego, but again, that Cortland defense has been unbeatable tonight and has been the name of this one. You can expect one of two things here, Chet. Either a blowout, both teams score a lot, or it's going to be a goalie battle. And I think tonight you've seen a defensive goalie battle.
Absolutely, and the one thing that the Lakers are doing is taking advantage of their extreme depth. They're trying to substitute as much as they can, keep them on their toes here.
Here comes Senrad with a shot in front. That one saved by Mobley. What a good chance that was for the Lakers. And it just won't go, as again, that Cortland goalie has been electric all night long. Cortland now takes in the offensive end during the change. Oswego will take it back. That pass off the board to Burke. Burke will take it out by himself, looking for a pass. No one's there yet. It'll be cummed up by Cohen. Cohen looks for a pass over to Baker. Baker pass down low. Skating around is Burke. Burke looks for a pass. Back check. Cortland gets it away, but Burke will get it back again. Burke will fake the pass to Cohen. On the far side, it goes over to Simpson. Simpson now looks for a pass. He'll knock it off the boards, but waiting down low is Cristiano. Cristiano and Simpson tangled up in the corner. Simpson can't go anywhere as Cristiano will hold him up against the glass. Semrad tries to pick it up in the corner. Goes up in the air. They both lost it for a second, but Cortland will find it first. Matter of who's going to come away with it. In neutral ice, Simons will come off the bench and pick it up for the Lakers. Far side, Lakers pick it up and try to get things going offensively here. Voslow's pass off the boards is broken up. They'll dump it to the corner. It'll be chased by Bach. Oswego gets in the offensive end. Here's a shot in front. Too much traffic. Simons with the rebound. It won't go. The crowd thought he scored, but bounced off the pad. Pads, excellent save by Mobley. Faked everybody out in the arena. Here's McQuaid, takes a shot. That one's blocked by Lugo. And what excellent defense from Cortland. Again, we said it all night long. That defense has been unbeatable. It is exactly why the score is still 1-0. The Lakers are unable to crack that zero off the scoreboard. In neutral ice now, Oswego tries to pick it up near the Cortland bench. Cortland fighting for it in neutral ice. Someone's got to come away with it here. Oswego will dump it down the Cortland zone. Cortland will pick it up with Bach. Bach will pass it off the boards. It's picked up by Gato. Here comes Miller now. Miller takes a shot that goes just wide. Miller will take it up in the corner. He'll pass this one up to Hyen. Down low, Gato will chase. Horacek will pick it up. Horacek is held up by the Cortland defense. No chance there. Burke sets it in front. That one bounces. Did it go in? It did! The Lakers score on a bounce puck in the 5-hole.
Wow, what a goal. That was amazing there, Kenny. He found the net like a GPS. No detour, straight in the net. But wait a minute here, Kenny. Hold the phone here.
Wait. They're going to call the goal
off.
Oh,
the boos are raining down in the deb here, Kenny.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Not enough mustard on that one, Chet. And here come the boos.
And oh, boy, I think Mobley might have just got a lucky break there as the refs are going to decide what to do about this goal call here, Kenny. What do you think, man?
I mean, I think it bounced in. I can't tell from the red line. Hopefully we got a replay in our system to see what we've got, but not much yet. We'll hope for the replay. They do have a replay, as they will tell us now. We're going to wait for it to come from our wonderful control room as Cortland just looks to set up, and here it is, the replay. In front, slowed it down right there. Oh, it's close. It is close.
It's about as close as it can get, Kenny.
That is close. That's a tough one to call. I'm not sure. The crowd don't know. The refs don't know. We're going to wait to see anything, but it appears for now it's going to be taken off the boards as Gosick will talk to the officials. And a very disappointed crowd. A lot of loud boos and a very excited booth between me and you. That was something.
That was something else, Kenny. And a very disappointed Gosick, too. He was very angry at that call. Obviously wanted the goal there. He's talking with the refs now. We're going to see, but I don't think this goal is going to stand here, Kenny.
It appears it won't. So it was a beach ball 5-hole goal.
It was entertaining, if nothing else.
It was absolutely absolutely entertaining. But heartbreak for the Lakers as it appears that it did not go in. Again, it's hard to tell from the angle we saw. We're not sure if it bounced in as a couple more boos start coming from the crowd, and they'll let them hear it as here comes the boos from the Deb.
It's got to be absolutely heartbreaking for the Lakers. Thought they got one in there.
Wow, this is the most
They're letting the refs have it here, Kenny.
Oh, my goodness, the Laker faithful will let them know how they hear, but puck don't lie. Can they get one back? In the offensive zone, 1:20 remains in the second. The tension is higher than it has ever been in this one. This is not the Plattsburgh State Cardinals or any other SUNYAC team. This is the Cortland Red Dragons. It's the #1 squad.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
And you can see why.
And like you say, we are watching a rivalry unfold in front of our very eyes. Cortland showing no signs of not being dominant for, at least a few years to come. And these two teams, I think, are going to top the SUNYAC for a couple seasons from now. So I think we're watching a rivalry unfold here, Kenny.
Absolutely, Chet, as it makes these 4 cancellations feel worth it. It was supposed to be on Valentine's Day, then Sunday, then Monday, then Wednesday, and now we're here on Saturday as it's finally unfolding in front of our very eyes. Can the Lakers tie this thing up before a second period as 1 minute remains here in the second period? In neutral ice, Oswego tries to get it going offensively. Burke tied up in the corner with sights. Oswego gets in the offensive zone. They'll keep it on sides. Nice save from Calabufo. Calabufo will chase down to the corner. It's picked up by the Lakers. Ryan with the puck. He'll take a shot in front. Well, we don't know where it is. It goes for a rebound chance. It won't go. Pass in front. Laker momentum shot is blocked by Cortland. Unbelievable defensive stop from Cortland. This one has been electric here, Chet. Excellent play on both sides. You just can't believe it. We have quite a treat here tonight.
It's a defensive thriller. That's the only way to put it so far here, Kenny.
Oswego in their own zone. 15 seconds remain. They'll get things going. Here come the Lakers. With an opportunity now, it's over to Simons. Simons will take it down into the corner. Looks for a lane. It's broken up by the Cortland defense. That one's stolen away by Krieger. Krieger will dump it over into the sin bin. And with 2.1 seconds remaining in the second, by God, Jim, this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words, Kenny. I mean, they're flying down the ice faster than I blew my tax return this week. It's just unbelievable. It's a defensive battle, and you can only imagine what the next 20 is going to be. This third period is going to be unreal, Kenny.
I'm still waiting for my tax return. Hopefully I get that soon here, Chet.
Didn't get enough. Didn't get as much as I thought I would, Kenny. That's why it's gone, but we'll see.
Absolutely.
Subway didn't treat me too well.
As there's a face-off with 2 seconds left in the Cortland zone. Cortland will win it, and that will expire the second period. So there's a lot to unravel here, Chet, and I mean like a lot. So as it goes for the Lakers, unable to capitalize as Cortland is getting booed off the ice. I've called whiteout games here against Plattsburgh. I have never seen a crowd so angry at a goal call. Last year we had that very controversial no goal with a crease violation, and that one, well, I mean, again, it's late season SUNYAC. What can you expect?
Yeah, I've also never heard the Debs so vocal, so just angry at a call. I mean, this place was raining down with boos. You could hear it from 2 counties over, and you got some Lakers fans letting the refs have it here. I mean, listen, there's nothing harder than being a ref here for hockey. Obviously, fans aren't going to agree with every call here, but Lakers fans certainly disappointed as the second period unfolds, Kenny.
Absolutely, Chet. It has been a wild back and forth period. It has just been physicality. It has been back and forth all night long. It has just been an electric game. And boy, oh boy, am I excited to see what happens here in the second period. But before we do that, we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter in Madeline Cummings. Madeline, take it away. And we apologize for the technical difficulties down on the ice. And yeah, it's been an electric second. And I just really don't know what to expect going to the third. I'll tell you one thing, Chet. There's not a lot of guarantees in this game, but there is one guarantee. It's 1-0. It's going to be electric, and it's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, and Kenny, I think our predictions might be out of the window. I don't think we took into factor that these are two of the best teams, the 2 best teams in the SUNYAC, and it was going to be a defensive battle. I certainly don't think your 5-3 is looking too hot right now, but we'll see here as the third period develops.
We will, as that is all the time we have here in the Steve Lee press box for the second period, as Team Mini, 1/3 the size but 3 times the fun, comes on the ice. And we will see you guys.
Oh, he's drifted, Kenny.
He is twisting around and rocking and rolling. We will see you guys on the back half of the second intermission. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Yeah.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Tensions are rising in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena, and it could not get any closer here tonight. 2 periods in the book here. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside Alex Kemnetzer and Michelle Smith. And guys, it was a scoreless inning, but there was plenty of action throughout. What are your guys' thoughts on the period?
Good save right there. Scoreless period. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But Cortland did a fantastic job defending Oswego. Oswego came out of the break way more concise on their attacks, way more level-headed, way more calm and collected, and Cortland still was able to stop them. I mean, it was like watching an absolute clinic defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Mobley in the net for Cortland is standing on his head right now. There are some more shots coming in from Oswego, and that is a result of, as I mentioned in the last situation, that passing. It's gotten a little cleaner, a little bit more precise, especially around the blue lines, which is critical. But definitely that goalie for Cortland is a brick wall right now. And if he wasn't there, it would be a completely different game.
Absolutely, I agree.
No, absolutely. And early on, it was the Red Dragons clamping down on Oswego defensively. They were out shooting Oswego 10-4. Oswego was out shooting Cortland 10-4 early on, but all 4 shots for Cortland were on goal. So the shot placement being a great thing for Cortland that one. But I really want to talk about the brick wall that Cortland has been defensively, really suffocating the offense for Oswego. What are you guys' thoughts on how Cortland has been defensively throughout this one?
Yeah, I mean, Oswego on the season leads the SUNYAC head and shoulders in power play percentage at 35, and the next highest being 23%. So with so many power plays, I'm surprised we haven't seen Oswego convert on one of them yet. But Cortland is just calm. They are just moving as a unit. They are going to their man. Even when they're down a man, they are getting their stick. They are disrupting. They are just taking out and disassembling the Oswego attack, even when Oswego's attack looks better than Cortland's at times.
Yeah, Oswego is battling to get into their offensive zone. When they're getting there, they're not getting anything into the net past Mobley. The defensive core for Cortland is really showing up and showing out tonight. A lot of this game is built on defense. And as Alex was saying, like, there were little game changes here and there, but defense has stayed strong all game.
Yeah, and blocks for Cortland has been crucial in this one. Cortland has 15 blocks in this game. Oswego has just two blocks. So the defense has been incredible, but it has been a physical game. And as our own Michael Shetler said on the call, I'm not sure if I'm watching Hockey Night in Oswego or Monday Night Raw. We saw bodies flying throughout that period. I saw Jake Stremrad for Cortland take a nasty hit along the wall around the 13-minute mark. It was just a nasty game, and physicality has been crucial in this one. I'm wondering, guys, how do you think the physicality in this game has been played in the advantage of Cortland in this one?
I mean, Cortland's getting into Oswego's heads, it feels like. Like, you could tell in that first period that they were just flustered, that they were on their heels with that early goal. You could tell that Oswego was taken by surprise. However, I think Oswego made the adjustments that we were pointing out in the first period intermission that they needed to make, and they came out calm. And again, it feels like they are due for a goal. Like, we're watching it live right here. It is vicious in front of the goal. It is shot after shot. It's good look after good look. Oswego screening the keeper more. They're being physical with Mobley, and I think that is going to be the key. They are due for a goal. For me, it's just a matter of time right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. If the offense can get just a little bit cleaner, a little less sloppy, again, it all goes back to those passes, and I sound like a broken record, but they're less chippy and they're drawing less penalties on themselves. But if they're not going to pass and if they're not going to get into the offensive zone, they're never going to make a shot. So that really is what it comes down to. Defense is accounted for. They're good for the game on defense. Their offensive men need to kind of get up, start showing up. They're there, they're putting in the work, but they're getting snuffed before they can get those opportunities.
Yeah, and guys, we will take a quick break right now, but we will be back for more in the intermission report. We'll break down the goalie play on both sides and really what both teams can do out of the half to going into the final period. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
And we are back here in the wheelhouse for action here between the Oswego Lakers and the Cortland Red Dragons. Once again, I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside Alex Kim Netzer and Michelle Smith. And guys, we talked about it just before the break, the physicality in this game, but a lot of that physicality has transitioned into penalties, and we saw an opportunity for Oswego in the power play, but yet again, they came away empty-handed. How crucial are these opportunities for Oswego, especially going into the final period of play?
I mean, it's a 1-0 game. At this point, any goal can be the difference between a tie and a loss. I mean, we saw a goal get rescinded away from Ryan Burke at the end of that period. That's a huge momentum shifter going in, because Cortland gets out of that scot-free and they wipe their brow a little bit and they say, whew, we got away with one. I mean, it got taken away from Ryan Burke. The crowd got into it. People really upset. This is going to come down to the wire, and in such a low-scoring match, I mean, any little bit of momentum helps.
Yeah, and Alex, as you mentioned, Oswego is such an effective team in the power play opportunity. Michelle, I want to ask you, how deflating is that to have that goal called off just before the end of the period?
Yeah, I would imagine that might be devastating for that goal scorer and for his team. Honestly, in the live stats, there was no official reason given for why they called that goal back. If I had to guess, I would say goalie interference, which is fair enough. You never want to get tangled up with a goalie, yours or the opposition. But it angered Oswego. They're getting fired up, but they're also getting tangled up in front of the net, which is another reason that they're not getting shots in and they're not scoring. I think they need to obviously score one, if not two, to win tonight. Granted that Cortland doesn't score again, but in order to come out tonight with a win, or in some case a tie, I mean, they need to stop getting too angry. They need to let things roll off their shoulders and get back in the game.
Yeah, and Alex, we talked about a little bit in the break how Cortland has just done a great job at controlling the pace of the game. I wonder if you could break that down, how they've been so effective in keeping the pace of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, Cortland is great at corralling their opponents and making their opponents play to them. And Cortland has done that defensively. We've seen them get into their heads, like we mentioned before. But I just think that in order, it's insane that the score is what it is right now regarding these teams' past two matchups. I mean, we've seen an 8-3 game in the Lakers' favor at a neutral site in their first matchup, and then in Cortland, a 4-3 victory for the Red Dragons. I mean, the fact that we're going into the third period with 1 goal on the board with this many shots, Oswego's putting up 23 shots. That's good for a game in itself, or okay for a game in itself, much less heading into the third period.
Yeah, absolutely. These teams, they're scoring teams. They're defensive teams, but they're scoring teams. And the shots on goal and the amount of goals let in so far has honestly been shocking to see. It's a exciting game, and the crowd is excited, but they're just not giving us a lot on the ice to warrant that excitement right now.
Yeah, Michelle, the crowd getting into it here in the wheelhouse. I want to ask you, if you're head coach Ed Gosick for the Lakers, what are you telling your players in the locker room heading into this final period?
And you know what? I'll say it again, guys. I'm Herb Books right now. Happy 45th. I'm telling my team, this is a big game. It may not count for much, but morale-wise, if you're going into the semifinals automatically, no first-round game, you want to be amped. You want to come off a win, and you want to be excited. This is gonna drain the Lakers and give Cortland an advantage that they're going to want going into these semifinals.
Yeah, and Alex, if you're Cortland's head coach, if you're Joe Cordarelli, what are you telling your gentlemen in the locker room to close out this game?
Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you too well because we just got deafening boos from the crowd here as the refs skated onto the ice. Clearly not happy with how this game is being officiated. But if I'm Joe Cordarelli for the Red Dragons, I'm saying we got out of there with a break. We got lucky. As Michelle said, there was no really official statement on why that goal got rescinded besides just an official's call. So we got out of there with a break. Keep defending how we're defending. Let's get Mobley this win. Let's get him this win, and let's get out. Let's get this dub.
Yeah, and guys, as we get ready for the final period of play, I want to ask you, really, for both teams, how crucial, in terms of passing for both teams, we saw a lot of broken up passes. How are they going to try and correct that in the final period?
Well, I think as Michelle said earlier, Oswego needs to let it roll to them. They need to let it come naturally. We saw flashes in that period of Oswego taking some time, making sure all 5 players are in the zone, making sure you fill space, making sure we're even out. They got to let the game come to them before they can start to convert on these.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say it as many times as I can because it's the truth. They need to pass well. You can't keep dumping it behind you. You need to call for your guy. You need to tap your stick. You need to know who's getting the puck, or else, again, you won't keep it into your zone.
Yeah, and that will do it for us, guys. We're going to toss it right to the press box to Michael Shadler and Kenny Gerard on the call here, and we'll be back after the game.
And welcome back up to the Steve Lee press box here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall as we get set for the third and final period of regular season SUNYAC hockey here in the Deb. 20 minutes go on the clock. Metallica welcomes the Lakers back out onto the ice. I'm Ken Gerard, coincided by the magnificent Michael Shetler, and we are underway, Mike.
Here we go.
Not anymore.
Maybe not.
That one is blown dead here quickly, Shet.
Yeah, Kenny, for both teams to get a win here, we'll start with Cortland. They got to maintain defensive discipline here. They have stuck to a solid, sound defensive play. They got to capitalize on that. And then Oswego obviously got to increase offensive pressure here to get the job done, Kenny.
Face-off still yet.
If maybe we'll get the second period underway eventually.
Maybe at some point we will here, Shet. So this face-off will finally be moved out of center ice, and we'll head down to the Cortland zone. 7 seconds come off the clock, and we're getting ready for more here, Shet. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, another thing for Oswego, they got to create traffic around the net for Mobley. You know, he's faced a lot of pressure, but he's been very, very good at adapting and making stops here. If they crowd that net, eventually you got to believe that that goal is going to get in the back of the net here. They got to create a lot of traffic for Mobley here.
They absolutely do, as only 8 seconds have come off the clock. We again wait for a face-off, and guess what, Shet? Cortland is heading to the penalty box as Lugo heads to the sin bin, and we will start off the third period with a bang. Oswego State power play. 2 minutes on the clock. Can the Lakers capitalize and tie this thing up, or will Cortland hold the 1-0 lead? Lakers win the face-off. Power play unit on the ice, penalty kill unit for the Cortland Red Dragons. No one yet able to capitalize on a power play. Oswego State will try to change that as the Let's Go Lakers chants break out here in the Deb. The crowd is on the edge of their seats. There's a shot from Cohen that goes just wide. That one is rebounded by Burke. Burke will skate it up. He'll send it behind the net. Back over to Burke. Burke looks for a lane. Nothing looks open. He's going to keep holding on to it until he finds something. He'll skate up. Pass down low. Horacek will come pick that one up. He'll give it right back over to Burke. Burke will pass over to Horacek. Horacek sends it towards Burke again on the far side. Burke takes a shot. That one's blocked right up by Romolo. Burke will pass it up and wide of Cooper. Big mistake for the Lakers. That is a power play killer for sure, as McCarthy has to come out of net. He's one-on-one with a Red Dragon, and eventually the Lakers will get it going as they get a change. So Baker will come skate it out for Oswego. 52 seconds remain on the power play. Gato will pass. Broken up by Cortland, out of the zone it goes. Semrat Baker will chase for the Lakers. He's followed closely behind by Satimo. Satimo on the shorthanded end. He'll pass over to Simons. 37 seconds left on the Oswego State power play. Gato will pass this one up. Oswego trying to capitalize and tie this thing up. Calabufo will pass back to McQuaid. McQuaid will lose it. And Mineta can't get a stick on it, so Calabufo will come chase it back, and it'll get dumped away, so Gato will pick it up. Gato now with the puck will get across the first blue line. He'll pass over to Calabufo, takes a shot just off the post. Good chance for Oswego. 10 seconds left on this power play. This one's up to Baker. Baker takes a shot in front, it just goes wide. Good chances for Oswego, not able to get one in yet. McQuaid will pass this one down to the corner. Cortland returns to full strength. In front, rebound opportunity, and that one's frozen by Mobley, and Simons had a good chance for the rebound opportunity, but it won't go. So we're going to sit it down to someone who had a closer view than we did. Our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Sophia Kirikosis, and Sophia, your brother is playing for the Cortland Red Dragons right now, and you play for the Oswego Lakers. How does that feel to watch your brother play on your home ice?
Yeah, it's a pretty funny feeling. He actually did want to come to Oswego, but that didn't work out. So it's definitely like the rivals, even with the women's team. But it's always nice to have him around, and just it's easy to see him play, and it's just fun.
It's fun. That's perfect. It's kind of like a full circle moment for you. And you just got done playing against Cortland at Cortland. You had a crazy weekend for the women's team. How did that go?
Yeah, like I said again, always playing Cortland, it's just back and forth. Like there's a lot of confidence that has to come from our group, and I just think that this year especially, we really know our end goal. We clinched first place on Friday night. That's a pretty good feeling, and just moving into playoffs and hopefully the NCAA tournament, we can just keep rolling.
Now, Sophia, between you and me, who are you rooting for in this game right now?
Probably Cortland, just because of my brother.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to send it back to the boys in the box.
Thank you, Madeline and Sophia Kirikosis, a member of the 2025 SUNY regular season champions, the women's ice hockey team. And of course, a tough choice for her. Will she root for Cortland and her brother, or will she stick with her home roots? We will have to see here, Chet, but she did take Cortland, as they had won the game earlier, again, over Cortland, back-to-back wins for the Lakers yesterday in a shootout. Here's a chance now for Voslo. Here's a shot from McQuaid in front, rebound, taken away by Cortland. What a chance that one was for the Lakers.
Chance after chance for the Lakers here, Kenny. But you got to love a good family dynamic here.
Here's a shot in front. That one saved again. McQuaid tries to get the rebound. Oswego has put their foot on the gas. Still leading in the shot totals, 25 total shots on net. Trying to get yet another one. That one's broken up. It goes out of the zone. Krieger, nice way to poke that one away and get it out of the zone for Cortland and slow things down. Cortland will pick it up in their own end. Oswego will steal it back with McQuaid. Here's a chance for Oswego. Shot saved by Mobley off of his glove side. And man, Mobley is a brick wall in there.
Yeah, Oswego playing all gas, no brakes here tonight, Kenny.
Here comes Jesse Horacek now. Horacek takes a shot that goes just wide of the net. It's shot after shot for the Lakers. Can they capitalize here? Or will Cortland and their defense that has been dominant all night long continue to hold on to this one? As Oswego storms through the neutral zone. Here comes Miller. He'll take it down into the corner. Around the boards, Gato will pick it up. Gato takes it near the goal line. Gato in front, broken up, second chance shot, won't go, saved again, shot from Horacek is saved by Mobley. Down around it goes. Oswego will get a couple of changes here. Cortland trying to get it out of that zone. Oswego gets it back. Burke with it now, that shot's broken up by the defense. Cortland trying to take it back, Horacek has it in the corner, up in the air it goes. No one knows where it is for a second. Simpson goes to pick it up, but he'll be chased down by Ficini. Oswego gets it back. Cohen will dump it down low. Here's Burke. In the corner with Manetta. And Manetta finally gets that thing out of the zone for Cortland. Here they come on the back check, though. One-on-one, Burke is chasing Simpson. In the corner is picked up by Baker. But it goes away. In front, there's a centering chance. Shot opportunity is saved by McCarthy. And my God, what an opportunity that one was for Cortland. And a shutdown play from McCarthy.
I mean, what a treat up here in the press box, Kenny. Such a good game. And obviously, McCarthy, I don't mean to beat it like a dead horse here, but McCarthy has just played phenomenal in net so far here, Kenny.
And look at that save from McCarthy. Glove save for Oswego. Still 1-0. Oswego leading in the shot total, but Cortland is trying to make this a 2-0 advantage. Oswego is trying to get this one tied back up. Here come the Lakers now with Cohen. Cohen will pass this one over. It's broken up by the D. Semrad tries to get a stick on it. Cortland's quicker to the puck. Here comes Cortland one-on-one. He was looking to the bench. There's a shot that goes just high on McCarthy. And what a chance it was for the Red Dragons. They'll pick up the rebound on the offensive end. That one's poked away by Oswego. Down low, Cortland picks it back up with Merkley. This one is over to Brophy. Oswego will get it back in their own zone. Here come the Lakers now chasing the puck. It's picked up by Rumelo. Through neutral ice, that one's dumped away by Cortland. Bala will pick it up for Oswego. Cortland will get a change. 14:02 remains in this one. And it's been an absolutely electric third. If you thought the second was crazy, and man, it's only going to get better as Oswego tries to get it in neutral ice. The chippiness has turned up. Seitz will dump that one down towards McCarthy. McCarthy will look back for Semrad. He'll give it up to Bala. Bala will pass up to Vasilo. Vasilo cross ice pass. Here comes Semrad now. Semrad will get into the Cortland zone. He'll take a shot. In front, rebound opportunity. Whiffs on the shot again. Good second chance for the Lakers, but that won't go on the whiff shot. And Seitz will get it back off the glass. Up and near the bench, Oswego takes it back again. Oswego getting a lot of time at that offensive end. Cortland on their heels, trying to make sure they don't score again, but that defense is unbreakable for these Red Dragons. As here comes Oswego. It's Calabufo. The senior takes a shot, and it's blocked in front. Great block there from DeSpirit. Kept on sides by the Lakers. Down low, Calabufo. Will dump it around the boards. It's picked up by Burke. Burke will take it around. Make a move, look for a pass broken up by the Red Dragons. Cohen has it in front, and it goes behind the net. A couple of people thought that went in, but it was on the backside of it. Near the goal judge, there's a battle. It'll take a big trip, no call. Crowd doesn't like that one. They'll boo the refs once again. Don't think that was a call at all, but that's just my opinion here, Shet.
Yeah, I don't know there, Jim.
Corner battle. Puck frozen. We'll see if the ref decides to either call it off or the puck will come out. And puck comes out. Here comes in front. Here's a shot opportunity. Rebound chance. No good. And man, what a chance again for the Lakers. And they just can't capitalize. And they just can't get it past Mobley.
I mean, Kenny, the Lakers are doing everything right. Controlling offensive possession. Shot after shot. There's only one problem. That puck has not crossed the goal line. As you see here, another great opportunity for the Lakers, and Mobley just a brick wall, stopping anything that comes his way. That's about as good of an opportunity as you're going to get for the Lakers to tie this game up, Kenny.
When Mobley gets back to Cortland, New York, there should be a parade for him for the performance he's had tonight.
I mean, he's going to need a statue, Kenny.
He might need a statue for the performance against these Oswego State Lakers. And man, oh man, is he going to be a problem when it comes time for the SUNYAC playoffs. I personally cannot wait for next Saturday to see what happens. But before we get to Saturday, let's talk about the bracket a little bit, right? Canton taking on Buffalo State. Oswego unable to beat Buffalo State all season long. Sneaky good team this year. There's always one, the SUNYAC, and it's the Bengals this year. And then a battle in the North Country. Number 4 Plattsburgh State Cardinals taking on number 5 Potsdam Bears, who also kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, the one team we have not mentioned all day up at the press box is the Buff State Bengals here. They were only 1 point behind the Oswego State Lakers in the SUNYAC, and they are a dark horse to take this whole thing home. I mean, this SUNYAC is wide open, Kenny. Obviously, these two teams have a great chance of seeing each other again. If this is a regular season matchup with no playoff implications, I can only imagine what a playoff game will look like here.
Absolutely, and a couple of these teams know the competition gets stiffer next year with Stevenson and the #1 team in the country, Hobart, joining the SUNYAC next year. A lot of these teams think this might be the last chance. I don't think it is, though. I think it'll be an even tougher and more fun division for next year. Here comes Cortland now on the offensive attack. That one's broken up. He'll lose an edge and into the corner. Oswego tries to get it back. They will. It's picked up by Oswego. Knocked into neutral ice. Horacek tries to get it, and that'll be dumped back by Garnier into the Oswego zone. McCarthy will come out, and he will freeze that one, and we'll get yet another stoppage of play.
I mean, Kenny, you know, obviously a high-scoring game is always more exciting, but I think there's something special about a defensive battle between two teams. It just shows how well-rounded both of these offenses are, both of these defenses are. They're making a lot of substitutions, keeping each other on their toes. It's going to be a great – I don't think I've ever been more excited for the last 12 minutes of hockey here, Kenny.
Absolutely, Shet. It is an electric matchup. We will see how it ends. A couple of ways this could go. Oswego could tie this thing up, or Cortland could break it more open and secure themselves a victory as the #1 seed and end their season on a high note. Both teams on a win streak. Oswego winning 2 of their last 3. Cortland wins their 3 of 3. We'll see which one of them snaps that winning streak tonight. In the offensive zone, Oswego pass back. There's a chance in front that goes just wide. Vosslow tries to get it back. Simpson will knock it down. He'll pick it up in neutral ice. He'll be chased by Cristiano. That'll be dumped down into the corner. Oswego trying to get in the offensive end. They'll go on the back check. Here comes Lego. Oswego steals it away. Neutral ice is McQuaid. McQuaid will get it across the blue line. He's joined by Vosslow. Vosslow can't keep a stick on it. Semrad comes on. Another round of cheers and boos from the crowd from both sides, the Cortland end and the Oswego end. Crowd is on the edge of their seats for this one, and I can't say I'm surprised here, Chet.
No, and Kenny, best thing about being in the call, we got the best seats in the house here.
Absolutely we do, as here come the Red Dragons now with Merkley. That one's broken up. Bernardo will pick it up for the Red Dragons. Bernardo makes a move. He'll pass it, goes wide. Bernardo picks it up in the offensive end for Cortland. It'll go down into the corner, so we'll get yet another corner battle. Bernardo will get dumped down into the corner. 2 players off their skates. Bala gets back up, and he'll get dumped down. And oh boy, this is not going to end well as Merkley just drops Bala, and some extracurriculars are coming.
I mean, are you surprised, Kenny?
No, not at all.
Not at all. It's been the story of the game so far.
It has really been the story of the game. It has been great defense. It has been physicality. And something we haven't really talked about, the Oswego defense has been lights out too. Minus the first goal that happened within 30 seconds, it's been nothing for Cortland.
Almost bizarre. Cortland comes out, struck when the kettle was hot, came out firing, but Oswego ever since then has maintained their poise. Their only problem is they're still down a goal with 10 minutes and 36 seconds left, Kenny.
Will that one goal early on prove to be pivotal in this one, Shed, or will you think either team's going to score here?
I mean, that's the difference maker between the top 2 teams here. It could come down to one little missed opportunity.
Balk takes a shot that goes just high of McCarthy. Rebounded. And there's a big hit up against the boards, and that's going to be a boarding call. And the Laker faithful don't like that one. Big hit laid on Krieger, and this is not what the Lakers needed. As we're going to get some chippiness, the refs are going to separate them. Krieger will skate off, and Balk didn't like that one either. So absolutely large hit laid up against the boards. Pretty clear boarding call going against the Oswego State Lakers, and that one is going to be Cohen heading to the penalty box. So 2 minutes goes on the clock, and Cortland will go on the power play. And if you're riding the Red Sea and you're on the Red Dragon side, you got to be excited here. What a chance Cortland has here to put a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, absolutely. This is their chance here to completely put an end to this game. Obviously, 10 minutes left. If they score, there's still time for the Lakers to come back, but that really is the nail in the coffin here. These Laker fans are vocal out here. They're voicing their frustration, more vocal than Zach Galifianakis in a comedy movie here. But, Kenny, it's going to come down to the last 10 minutes here.
Burke comes out and talks to Foote, the referee, and has some concerns again. But nevertheless, 5-on-4 advantage. I said this last year a lot. Dramatic hockey. Boy, did we get it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing better than D3 hockey here, Kenny, and this is the epitome of a great D3 hockey matchup here, the best of the best.
Face-off won by the Lakers shorthanded in their own zone. Oswego will get it and try to get it out of their zone shorthanded. Kyle Buffo tries to dump it. It's kept on sides by Cortland. That one finally gets across the blue line all the way down to Mobley. Mobley will stop it for Ficini. Ficini will pick it up. Cortland's power play unit on the ice. Lakers trying to kill off yet another penalty. Simons takes a whiff at that one, but Satimo will keep it. Satimo charged down by himself. That one's broken up by the Laker D. Sims will double around the boards. Is picked up again by Cortland. This was over to Cristiano. Cristiano, the lone goal scorer on the night, gives it back up to Ficini. Satimo back to Ficini. Over to Cristiano. Cristiano takes a shot. That's blocked by Gato. Cristiano gets it back. He'll make a move and get around Gato. They'll get back in their defensive movement. Ficini looks for a hole. Takes a shot. Saved by McCarthy. Cristiano picks up the rebound. 1 minute remains on the power play. There's a lane in the middle. That's broken up. And Gato has been all over the ice on the defense on this penalty kill. It has been a great, great effort from him.
Every compliment I gave to the Red Dragons, I got to give it right back to the Oswego State Lakers. They are keeping right up in terms of defensive play here, Kenny.
If you don't count the first 30 seconds of this one, Shed, it's been nothing all day long. As here come the Red Dragons, trying to break that tie. There's a shot. It's broken up and blocked by the Lakers. That's Bala. In the corner, they'll battle for it again. That comes out. Cortland will get it. Here comes Beaudry. Beaudry will pass this one over. Over to Seitz. Seitz sets it down low. This one goes back up to Beaudry. Beaudry will pass this one over to Burke. Burke with the puck now. Burke will pass this one over. Seitz with the puck. Seitz up to Burke. Burke skates down low, looks for a lane, sends it in front. That just goes wide. Second chance in front is blocked away and just goes wide. Seitz with it now. Oswego returns to full strength and kills off the power play. It'll kill the penalty, and that one is frozen on the net. So Oswego is able to kill off that power play and kill off the penalty, and Cortland not able to capitalize, make it 2-0.
Yeah, Kenny, I mean, the tension in this, Deb, is so incredibly high right now. Both teams are fighting for a win, and that just shows good teams, even though this game doesn't have any implications, they're fighting for the win there because that momentum heading into the playoffs means so much, Kenny.
Any game in the SUNYAC has implications here, Shet. We'll see how this one ends. In front, saved by McCarthy. He loses it for a second. It goes behind the net. Oswego gets lucky. That one went wide. Cortland missed a good open opportunity. They'll punch and swing at each other. Someone's going to come away with it. Oswego breaks it up. Near the boards, Cortland picks it back up. That one's broken up. That one's picked up and knocked away by Despirit. Oswego now with it, taken away by Cortland. Cristiano now with the puck near the faceoff circle. He'll get back up. It's up to Boak. Broken up by Cohen. Lugo couldn't keep a stick on it. Boak will pick it back up. Boak finds him in front. There's a shot saved by McCarthy. Second chance opportunity is broken up by the Laker defense. And what a good chance it was. Is the net is off the post, and they didn't blow it dead, and now they will, as you had to see Hyan literally go, hey, this is not in the post.
I mean, I've seen some bizarre things in my time here, but that's quite interesting there, Kenny. As the net is completely unhinged right now, the refs take a second to make sure that puppy is sturdy in there for the next 7 minutes of action here, Kenny. But that was probably the best thing that could have happened for the Lakers. They got to stop playing with their food. They got to get that puck out of their defensive zone here.
7:29 remains on the clock. 29 shots for the Lakers. 15 for Cortland. 1-0 Cortland. Minus the first 30 seconds, 0-0.
Channeling my inner Scott Hansen here. Kenny, I don't know if you know what I'm about to say, but I think we're entering the witching hour here in the Deb.
We are officially entering the witching hour as both posts need to be reset. So a little on-ice maintenance. Yeah. But hey, Chet, while we got the time, any thoughts?
I mean, you know, this matchup, for my last call up on the perch, I couldn't ask for anything better here. This was just an absolute defensive stalemate. And what is really remarkable is that this game may very well come down to a goal that was scored in the first minute of action. It just proves how important every second of hockey is for both teams, because that one goal in the first minute could be the difference maker.
So it looks like we're going to need a little bit more maintenance down on the ice. Might have to drill some new holes. They'll open up the back door where the Zambonis come in, and here comes the ice crew. The real heroes of the night here, Shet. The unsung heroes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it takes a town to get these hockey games to come together. It's, you know, the people putting together the broadcasts, all the workers, the Zamboni drivers, and obviously helping here, getting that net set up for the last 7 minutes of play here. But, I mean, just a fantastic display for both teams. You see Gosick down there trying to get his team ready to go for this last period of action here. John Whitelaw down there as well, talking to his team, trying to strategize, trying to piece something together here. They're going to have to shuffle skaters, shuffle lines, try to see what we got going here. I think we're in for a good one, Kenny.
I think we absolutely are in for a good one, as it appears they're still trying to get it back on the post. So we will see what happens. They'll skate and talk in the face-off circle. But, we got the time and a little break here. Let's head down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings, for more. Madeline, take it away.
Period. And the energy in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena is through the roof. This game has been all about physicality with penalties one after the other. So far, we've had 4 Cortland and 3 Oswego penalties and no power play goals. The way the ice is about to start heating up, I can't believe it hasn't melted. Let's go back to Kenny and Shetler in the press box.
Thank you, Madeline, as we welcome you back up to the Steve Lee press box, where we are still in a maintenance, what do you call it, an intermission here, Shet. So, Shet, while we're sitting here, and, you know, we have a little extra time on our hands, because me and you love to talk, right? Clearly we do.
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Absolutely. So, 1 point getter in this whole game it's still Cristiano. No points anywhere else. Now, it has been back and forth, and it's been interesting where it's been more shots for the Lakers, yet no goals. For Cortland, it's less shots and 1 goal. So when you look at the stat sheet, you think, well, the Lakers, well, they should be winning this game. Yet Cortland is. What do you think the Lakers have to change here?
I mean, the stat sheets certainly do not tell the whole story. You could put up 1 million shots, but the only ones that matter are the ones that go in the back of the net, and that's proven here as Cortland with the 1-goal advantage here. You see some of the Lakers trying to help get this net reinstalled. Some great teamwork here in the Deb to get this action rolling once again, and they are leaving us on a crazy cliffhanger here, Kenny.
What's that one picture now? It's cinema.
Yeah.
This is cinema.
Pure cinema here.
This is exactly what you want from a Division III hockey game up here in the Northeast.
You couldn't ask for a better game here tonight, Kenny.
And again, it's been a goalie battle. It's been between Mobley and McCarthy. McCarthy, the freshman, gets a chance against the number 1 team in the SUNYAC, number 13 in the country. And I think he's really done a great job with that opportunity.
Yeah. I'd almost argue that McCarthy's playing better, if not equally as good as Mobley. Mobley, you know, has faced a ton of shots, but McCarthy, I got to give it to him. He has been playing remarkable the whole time, as it seems like the net is finally back up and structurally sound here, Kenny.
It appears that it is. So, face-off Lakers zone, here we go. Last 7 minutes and 30 seconds are underway. You said it earlier about a momentum killer, and that might just be it for Cortland with that momentum being killed off that they had. They were putting the heat on. Can Oswego take an opportunity of the maintenance issue?
It's like the blackout at the Super Bowl, Kenny.
That's a good way to put it here, Shet.
I mean, it's true, though. You know, you give them downtime, and some teams can thrive off of that. Gives them time to prepare, gives them time to cook up a game plan. Some other teams crumble, right? Especially when you have that momentum, which the Lakers did before that net came crashing down, and so did their momentum here. So we'll see how they're able to adjust here, Kenny.
We will see how they are able to adjust as we'll get another face-off in the Oswego zone. Face-off won by the Lakers. Kept on sides by Minetto. Oswego trying to get it out of their zone and get something going offensively. Goen picks it up on the far side corner. Here come the Lakers now through neutral ice. This one is up to Burke. Back to Cohen. Cohen splits the lane. Cohen takes a shot that's blocked, and it goes off the net, and a good chance there for Cohen.
Kenny, I mean, they're really messing with us here with the stoppage of plays. I mean, the tensions are high, and I just want to see the action here.
I think everybody else at home might agree that they do want to see this one get underway. Not a lot of stoppages early on here, but this last, backstretch of the 10 minutes of this period has just been stop, stop, go, go. So Cortland wins the faceoff up in a neutral ice. Simpson tries to pick it up. He'll pass it over. Lakers trying to get it in the offensive end. It goes down and dumped. They'll chase into the corner. Cortland gets there first. Voslo tries to pick it up, but it's taken away by Bach. This one's up to Cristiano. Dumps it into the corner. Cortland will get a couple of players off the ice and get a change. McCarthy out of net. Will bump it over and get back in net. That goes off into neutral ice. So Cortland forced to reset. That one we don't tie up in the air. Right back to McCarthy. He goes under his stick. Lucky for him that wasn't towards the net. Lakers pick it up. It's Baker. Baker will pass over to Simpson. Simpson dumps it down the wall under the stick of Voslo. Oswego trying to get it going to the offensive end. Semrat comes off the bench. He'll keep it on side. And here's a chance for Cortland. The pass goes just wide, and Baker will get there first. Almost a wide opportunity there for Humphrey, but just broken up by the Lakers. They'll pick it back up again. Here's a chance. Shot to McCarthy. That one's saved, and it goes off his glove. And back out, rebounded. It's picked up by Cohen. Cohen will dump that high past the Jumbotron. Cortland will get it in their own end. Cortland dumps it off the boards. Semrad picks it up. Semrad takes a shot down towards Mobley, making sure he is paying attention. Cortland picks it up. Here they go now through their own zone. Off the boards, pass. Broken up by Bala. Bala near the Oswego bench. Cohen tries to dump it down. And Cortland will pick it up. So they get going offensively here. Here's Manetta. Manetta will pass over to Kirkostas. Down around the backside of the boards. Oswego will pick it up. Cortland will get a change. So will the Lakers. That one's passed up and past Gato. Vicini will chase down. Vicini takes it around the defensive end. That pass goes up to Satimo. Baker chases. He's beat, and Cortland has a chance here. Wrap around the end. Pass in front. Shot. Saved by McCarthy. Good chance there for the Red Dragons, but a nice save by McCarthy. Baker will chase down low. Cortland now putting the heat on. Here comes the Red Dragons. Here's a chance in front. 1-on-none. It's saved by McCarthy. What a chance that one was there for Garnier. Still on the Cortland end. There's a dive in front. Block shot from the Lakers. Sight sends it in front. Second chance goes in. Perfect centering pass. And the Red Dragons lay down the hammer. And it's 2-0 Cortland.
And Kenny, McCarthy could not do it all himself. Looking like Josh Allen on there, putting the team on his back. He stopped shot after shot after shot. And eventually, like I've been saying, there is going to be a goal that sneaks in the back of the net there. And with 4 minutes and 35 left, that might be the killer. As we look at the replay here, saved it once and then just ripped it in the back of the net, smoother than a box of gourmet chocolates, right in the corner there, sleeping into the crease. And now it's 2-0. Oswego's got a lot of ground room to make up for.
Well, with 4 minutes and 30 seconds, a lot of work for Oswego here. That one goes down to the Cortland zone, and we'll get another stoppage of play.
Yeah, and I mean, Kenny, if you're the Oswego State Lakers right now, if you're Gosick, if you're Whitey, this is obviously worst case scenario. End of the game, you're looking to tie the game up, not go down 2-0. If there's hope for the Lakers, which there certainly is, what do they need to do right now? And obviously, it starts with getting out of their defensive zone here.
It absolutely does. Lakers, they got to score a goal if they want a chance in this one. Down towards the Cortland zone, Oswego picks it up. It goes back over to Cortland. Cortland with a 2-0 lead. It is an infamous lead and not a great lead.
One of the worst leads to have.
It is one of the worst leads to have, but nevertheless, the Red Dragons have it. Can they capitalize on the 2-0 lead over the Lakers? Voslo near the boards will lose that one. It goes to the neutral ice. Skating out, picked up by Cooper. Picked up by Cristiano. Cristiano will dump that iron across the blue line over to McCarthy, who just watched it go by and will get an icing call. And as I've said, in recent memory, the Red Dragons have had Oswego's number. Yet, in the history of these two teams since 1976, this is their 104th matchup. Oswego's 85-15-3 all time.
Yeah, but The Road Warriors looking like they might have this one now. 12-0 on the road, potentially unbelievable from the Cortland Red Dragons.
Well, if Cortland, well, it doesn't matter if they win or lose this game, but they will not have another away game. So if they win this one, they'll maintain that perfect road record and go to 12-0 on the year. Would be an absolutely electric set to have. As that one's up and, whoa, that was real close to us here, Chet.
There's 4, Kenny.
There's
Getting
4.
closer and closer each time here.
So Oswego will skate down to the Cortland end for yet another face-off. And for the Lakers, like we said, they've had their number.
Yeah.
Can they break the tie, or will Cortland hold on and have that perfect 12-0 road record on the year? I mean, being at home, being undefeated, sure. On the road? Are you kidding me,
That's
Chet?
a whole different animal. You kidding me?
That is absolutely a different animal. Kept on sides by Cohen.
Not on.
He'll pass this one over. Lakers now trying to get it going. There's a shot that goes around backside of the glass, so that won't go. Here comes Cristiano now, one-on-one with Bala. Bala breaks it up. Cristiano gets it. Cooper will chase him down low. Cohen will lose a stick down low, trying to break that pass up. Satimo, pass broken up by Bala. Behind the net, Lakers pick it back up. Here comes Oswego now. It's Semrad. Semrad will dump that one down. Satimo will pick it up for the Red Dragons. 3 minutes exactly remain. Oswego might want to start thinking about pulling goal at some point here. In front, there's a shot. They score! And it's now 2-1 and Chet, buddy, it ain't over.
And just when you thought they were out, the Lakers pull you right back in. Kenny, what a beautifully executed goal there by Gatto. A beautiful, beautiful goal there. I mean, that's just perfect execution. Nothing fancy, strictly business. Finds a way when it matters most. As we head into the replay here, Gatto just finding the perfect opportunity. Oh man, Mobley almost got in his glove. A beautiful, exactly where that puck needed to go in the net. And this is a ball game here, Kenny.
Gorgeous backhand shot while falling down. And the second the words, what a big hit that is down there. Can't even finish my thought in this one, Chet. The second I say think about pulling the goalie, the Lakers pull the trigger and score one. So
that was an
low,
incredible shot, Kenny. I can't get over that.
It was an incredible shot as we look at a corner battle now in the Oswego zone.
Just shows how important Gatto is to this team.
Absolutely has been important all year long. Oswego looks to get it going offensively. This one's over to the senior Calabufo. Down into the corner, McQuaid tries to pick it up. Calabufo with the puck. Center pass, shot, broken up. Cohen had a good chance to add to a SUNY total leading. Here's another shot in front. Calabufo unable to get to the rebound. Loose lumber on the ice. Semrad takes it into the corner. McCarthy still in net for Oswego. This one goes up to Burke. Burke looks for a lane. He'll take a shot. Bounces off the pad. No good. Nice save from Mobley. Semrad in the corner now with the puck. It'll be another corner battle. McCarthy skates out of the crease. He's not leaving, and here he goes. Here comes McCarthy. McCarthy's coming off the ice. Oswego will take one man on the ice. It's empty net. Here comes Simon. Simon's on the ice. It's 6-on-5 for the Lakers. Minute and 36 seconds remain in this one. Around the boards, Oswego now trying to get a goal with the one-man advantage. Semrad will pass back. This one's over to Cohen. Cohen passes down low. Calabufo centering pass in front. Shot won't go. Blocked in front by the Red Dragons. Cohen picks up the rebound. Cohen looks for a shot in front. That one's saved by Mobley. And again, another save from Mobley. Nobody in net for Oswego. And Chet, it is going to be one heck of a last minute 18 here.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. And I almost want to say Cam Simons was in the way of that goal attempt. You see Cam Simons right here in the replay, kind of congesting the lane there. They had a great opportunity, and Simons not very happy with that, getting a little push and a shove. These two teams not a fan of each other for the last minute 18.
And a timeout called by the Lakers. So they empty the net. They add an extra man at 6-on-5. Everybody says 5-on-5 hockey. There's technically 6 players on each side, technically. So it'll be a 6-on-5 empty net advantage for Oswego. 1 minute and 18 seconds remain in this one. Oswego was down 2-0 just a minute ago. Can Oswego complete the comeback, Chet? Or do you think that number 1 seed at number 13 in the country, Cortland Red Dragons, hold on to this one?
You know, if they're going to complete this comeback, they have to put the pedal to the metal. Just all dogs go. Put in your best play, your Hail Mary. pull that goalie out and just keep ripping in the back of the net. Nothing to lose here with 1:18. They got to capitalize on every opportunity they have. And clearly, as we saw, they are very, very capable of tying this game up as it can turn as quick, super quick here, Kenny. So they got 1:18. Obviously, this timeout helps them strategize. And we are about to go underway here. And what might be one of the most exciting last minutes of action we've seen in the 2024-25 SUNYAC season here, Kenny.
Last game.
Couldn't have picked a better last game.
Of the SUNYAC season. 1:18 remains on the clock. Will the Lakers complete the comeback, or will the Red Dragons hold strong and hold on to this one and take yet another win?
You can hear this, Deb, from 2 counties over, Kenny. They are fired up.
Might be able to hear it all the way over in Schenectady. Cortland wins the faceoff with the puck. Oswego needs to get it back with that empty net. Battling for the puck. Crowd is electric. Oswego gets it back. Here's Cohen. Cohen, pass down low. No good. Good opportunity down low. Cortland tries to get it back. 1 minute remains here in the third and final period. Down low. Oswego gets it out. Less than a minute on the clock. McQuaid with the puck. Shot in front, blocked. Cortland gets a stick on it. They'll go for the empty net. Oswego steals it back. McQuaid passes down low. That one's open towards Calabufo. Goalie looks like he wants a goalie goal there. And there's a big push, and we got a fight up near the student section. And Chet, can you say you're surprised? Man, there's a new rivalry here in the Port City.
Absolutely not. And this is a game that you are going to look back on in a couple years from now as the start of the precedent between these two teams. They have set the standard at the top of the SUNYAC, and this is one of the most thrilling games. I'm a senior. I've been here for 4 years, Kenny. This is one of the most thrilling games that I have had the pleasure to call.
Absolutely, Chet. We've seen a lot of games in the Deb here this year. We've seen the rival school of Plattsburgh, historic, come in here and play the Lakers. And now we're seeing Cortland, which might just be the most exciting game of the year. The first and second seed square off for the next 42.8 seconds. Will the Lakers complete the comeback, or will Cortland hold strong and end this one here and say, yes, we are the #1 seed and we have earned it all year long? Face-off is won by the Lakers. Down to the corner. They'll take a shot towards the empty net. That one goes near the bench. It'll be picked up by Baker. Time winding down. That one goes all the way down to the Cortland zone. And Mobley will pass out to Borch. In front, Mobley wasn't there. Rebound chance. And it's saved by Mobley again. You got to be kidding me what a chance that one was. That goes offsides. Cortland with a chance. He'll trip him up. Oswego will take it back. 14 seconds remain in this one. That pass up to Cohen. Cohen will get it near the boards. Cortland takes it back. Here comes Humphrey. And he'll shoot just high of the net. 5 seconds remain in this one. And without a miracle shot, this one appears to be over. Cortland will freeze it in the corner. And the 2025 SUNYAC regular season champions hold strong in the last 2 minutes. Oswego tried to get the comeback. A beautiful goal by Gato, but it's just not enough shot for this team. And man, oh man, do I hope this is the SUNYAC championship.
I mean, if this is a sign of things to come for the SUNYAC playoffs, we are in for a special treat here, Kenny. The Lakers so close, yet so far, and you see the whole team going up to McCarthy, who played his absolute heart out tonight. What a moment for the freshman, having the opportunity to be in net against the #1 seeded Cortland Red Dragons. An absolutely unbelievable showing for both teams, but the bragging rights and the regular SUNYAC season goes to the Red Dragons.
And the Red Dragons complete the perfect road season. They go 12-0-0 on the road. They came into everybody else's barn and they said, you know what? Yeah, Geneseo left. Yeah, Brockport left. It doesn't matter. Hobart comes next year. Guess who's the big dogs of the SUNYAC right now? The big dogs? It's Cortland.
You know, Kenny, the only time I've been out on that ice was broom ball, and I didn't do too hot. But, you know, this game was remarkable, and it just shows how intricate the game of hockey is. It's an absolute wonder to watch. And, I mean, that last 4 minutes, Kenny, I couldn't even collect my thoughts. That was remarkable.
An absolutely incredible game. And if it shows anything, the last time these two teams met up before tonight, 3-4, Oswego lost to Cortland. Tonight, Cortland wins 2-1. Cortland will get 24 points on the year. Oswego will sit at 20. Cortland wins the SUNYAC by 4 points. The team who never won a SUNYAC championship up until last year, who came out of nowhere and upset one of the best, and I mean best, SUNYAC teams of all time, the Geneseo Ice Knights. And they come in this year and they say, that's not a fluke run, baby, here we come. They win the SUNYAC regular season. They'll have home ice advantage for the rest of the playoffs, and they will see them play again next weekend in their own barn. And you will also see the Lakers back next Saturday against the highest remaining seed. And Chet, I'm excited.
I am extremely excited. The one thing I want to mention here one more time, Kenny, I'm not a hockey player, but going 12-0 on the road is so remarkable, and I don't think that can be stated any more here, Kenny. That is an absolute killer accomplishment for this team. And, I mean, if you're the head coach, you can't be more proud of these Cortland Red Dragons here tonight.
And Cortland will call themselves the victor of this one. They sweep the Lakers on the season, minus the charity game in Skinny Atlas. But the games that count, they go 2-0 on the Lakers. Oswego hangs their heads a little bit low here. Cortland can walk out with some pride. They'll get on the bus and they'll have a happy ride home. For the Lakers, you know it's time to hang your head up now and get ready for the postseason. Because there's only one thing that matters, Chet. Talk about playoffs?
Playoffs? Talk about playoffs. Yeah, the one thing before we do some signing off here, Mobley, I said before the game, let in the most goals of his collegiate career. Game didn't count in the conference, obviously. But tonight, if you say he got his lick back.
He absolutely did, Shetler. And again, it's just been one of those games where you could your mouth just hangs open like, wow, I can't believe we just witnessed that matchup. So, for Oswego State now, since the entire SUNYAC regular season has ended, Oswego State sits at number 2. Cortland will sit at number 1. They will both play at home next Saturday, both at 7 o'clock. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, there's games on Wednesday. That's going to be between the SUNY Canton Kangaroos, number 6 seed, taking on number 3 seed, the Buffalo State Bengals, another team the Lakers aren't able to top this year. And then one that I'm personally excited for on Wednesday is going to be the Battle of the North Country. It's going to be the Potsdam Bears, whose goalie has been lights out, may I add, against Oswego's rival, the number 4 Plattsburgh State Cardinals.
Yeah, Kenny, I mean, a remarkable week of hockey ahead. But as this game unfolds, I just wanted to take this opportunity. It's the last time that I will be in the press box here. I've had a tremendous 4 years here. You're going to see my face some more. I'll probably be hosting some SUNYAC hockey here. But as for the press box, this will do it for me. I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank my tremendous family for supporting me and my passion in broadcasting, doing everything that they possibly could to set me up for success. I am so eternally grateful. Marcia and Jason Shetler, my beautiful parents, thank you very much. My grandparents and my entirety of my family. Kenny, I also want to thank you for being a tremendous friend and great colleague. I have had such a joy this year. And these are going to be memories that I will never forget. So I'm so appreciative of this organization, WTOP 10. It's done tremendous wonders. I have learned so much professionally and personally throughout these 4 years of my collegiate career. So I just want to say a big thank you to my family and TOP as a whole here, Kenny.
This is my favorite part.
It's my favorite part.
I ain't going anywhere. I'll see you guys next year. I'm still a junior. I love doing
can't
that.
Get enough of this guy next year.
I did it to Kyle Spizak last year. I had to interrupt his moment. But, Chet, we do appreciate you. You've been an excellent sports director this year.
Absolutely.
You've done great work for WTOP 10 amongst all of our other members here. Now, this is not goodbye. We still have some playoffs to go.
We
still have some basketball playoffs to go. Tune in on Tuesday. We got women's basketball in the SUNYAC playoffs, as well as men's basketball. I'm not sure how the game went, so I'm not sure where they're sitting at yet. They're either playing on the road in New Paltz, or they'll be playing Tuesday here in Oswego, which we covered right here on WTOP 10. Another guarantee, the number 1 seed, the 2025 SUNYAC Women's Ice Hockey Champions, the Oswego State Lakers, will play here on Saturday, as well as the 2nd seed, Oswego State Lakers. Chet, any closing thoughts before we send this one over to the perch?
One thing's for certain. We are in for the most exciting week of action of the whole year for WTOP 10, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds here, Kenny.
This is not goodbye, but it is the end of the regular season, so we will see you guys once playoffs start. Thank you for tuning in to Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for our post-game show. Stick around.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The
Kinda late, the Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating. I think you're wrong, is what I think. You think I'm wrong a lot of times. I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Rivalries renewed and rivalries potentially restarted here in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena as the Oswego Lakers fall to the Cortland Red Dragons 2-1. I'm Jason Samsel. Welcome on in here to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside by Alex Kemnitzer, Michelle Smith, and our lovely sideline reporter, Madeline Cummins. And Madeline, what did you see there on the ice? An emotional third period.
Yeah, for sure. Specifically the last 2 minutes. You know, I was right down there. I got to see everything. Those boys wanted it bad. The Lakers wanted to make that comeback, and they were so close. They just didn't have it in them. But the energy, both on the ice, the aggression, the fights, and even off the ice. At one point, this was probably my favorite part of the game. During that big long stoppage of play when they were fixing the goal over here, I was watching number 33, Robert Mobley, for the Cortland Red Dragons, talk back to the students chirping him in the student section. It was genuinely a very friendly, positive interaction. It was just so funny. They were trying to make fun of him, and he just took it with so much grace, and it was so funny to watch. It was just such a positive, fun environment and such a fun experience.
Yeah, fun environment indeed. And we saw the Red Dragon bench, from our perspective, chirping at several calls throughout the game. It was chippy, it was back and forth, and it was a great game. And listen, I just want to talk to you guys and get your little reactions about the third period. Oswego almost making the comeback, but unable to do so. What are you guys' thoughts on the period?
I mean, like Madeline said, it was an absolute roller coaster of emotion in that third period. We were talking about it in between. We thought it was going to come down to a really close finish, down to the wire. Lived up to expectations, absolutely. I mean, we saw a gut-wrenching goal from Cortland. Garnier had a dagger, his sixth SUNY goal of the season, coming with 4.5 minutes left, and people starting to leave the stands thinking this game was over. But the Lakers persevered, and they were able to make it 2-1 with 2 minutes left. I mean, the fight from the Lakers going into the postseason, that's something I like to see out of my team moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. With about 10 minutes left in the period, they started playing Lose Yourself by Eminem, and I wrote down Lose Yourself is exactly what I would say for these Oswego Lakers tonight. I think they did have that comeback. They definitely fell short in some of their more advanced places. They were dominated in the faceoff, they were dominated on the power play, and that's where their highest numbers are this season. But they definitely showed that aggression. They didn't allow themselves to take too many penalties in that third period, and they did kind of come back a little bit in front of the net to make it worthwhile for this game.
You know, guys, I came here for an exciting, intense game, and that's exactly what we got tonight.
Yeah, it was a classic here in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. I want to ask, Ryan, we talked about Ryan Mobley, the goalie for Cortland. Just talk a little bit, Alex, about how crucial he was for Cortland to prevent that Oswego comeback from occurring.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Mobley had about 30 saves, 30-plus saves. I don't have an exact number. But congratulations to him for now becoming the all-time most winning goalkeeper in a single season in Cortland history. That's absolutely phenomenal. Giving up 1 goal to the Lakers when he gives up an average of 5.5 goals against them in their 2 matchups. That stellar performance. Hats off to Ryan Mobley. Also, I just want to say, I think that the Red Dragons did a great job of continuing to stay in the Lakers' heads. They got them to make a lot of mental errors heading into that third period, especially at the beginning. Some penalties that the Lakers didn't need to commit, and Cortland looks like a well-oiled machine heading into the conference tournament.
Yeah, and Michelle, we saw the Lakers have opportunities in that final period. We saw them go 0 for 3 on the power play. Just talk a little bit about the missed opportunities for the Lakers in this one.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm sorry I don't have exact numbers in front of me, but they have had an extremely good season on the power play. They've scored almost every time they've been given the opportunity to on the power play, which is amazing for a team headed into this semifinals for the SUNYAC. But tonight they just couldn't capitalize, and it all comes down to defense, defense, defense. As we kept saying, if Cortland's defense is going to produce, they're not going to get goals in on that power play for the Lakers, and that's where they fell tonight.
Yeah, and opportunities was crucial for Oswego, for Cortland rather, because Oswego outshot Cortland in this game. But again, Cortland still with a 2-1 victory in this one. I want to talk a little bit about the ramifications of this game and the momentum that it can carry over into the playoffs, because again, Cortland securing that #1 seed. We'll see the playoffs going on next week. But guys, how big was this game for Cortland to win this game on the road? And now you're going back home with a lot of momentum.
You know, I don't think this game meant too much. I think it was more about momentum and more about confidence. They had already secured that 1 seed. This was supposed to be the big game, and then it kept getting postponed and postponed. But I think it's all about confidence and momentum going forward, and not necessarily about them securing the 1 seed, because they had already done that.
I completely agree, and this is a huge moral victory for Cortland as well. When you head in, you already had, like you said, the seeds locked up. And when you head into that now week period of just getting guys healthy, rest, rejuvenate, make sure you're at full strength heading out. You got out of there. We thought Mobley went down with injury. He was able to play the whole game. He was able to get his accomplishment, get him rested, get him ready for a very, very exciting tournament coming up, and just make sure your guys have that morale going forward.
Yeah, and listen, regular season is closed. It is done in the SUNYAC Conference, and regular season coverage here for WTOP 10 is over with. But stick around, because we will have playoff hockey here in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena sometime next week. I'm Jason Samsel, joined alongside by Alex Kemnetzer and Michelle Smith and Madeline Cummings, and we will see you next time on WTOP 10.